being here. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. I am going live now. From my do not disturb. Appreciate you all being here. So this is my lipstick. This is my 10 o'clock live. So I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. So thank you all for being here. Hopefully I have good quality sound and you guys can hear me clearly. So I appreciate that is not the sound yet. So that is a commercial. So I'm pretty confident you guys are going to be able to hear me. So here is hoping sound is coming through. You guys can hear me clearly. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know if there's any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes as we prepare to go live with confidence and ease. We'll talk a little bit about a community fest. We've been doing that quite a bit on the TikTok streets. You guys know I go live on TikTok. I co-stream. If you are new to my live, go ahead and give me a like. Come in, give me a like. Also click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I appreciate you all being here. If you have any questions, this is a good time to ask. I usually start over here, then we're going to toggle over to the TikTok streets. Your girl is going to get going in just a few minutes. So let me make sure I can hear myself. Okay, my sound is good. So I appreciate you all joining me. If you are, again, if you're new, go ahead and click that new button, click the like, click that like, and then also click that subscriber as well as the bell to get notifications on when I go live and post content. So I appreciate you all joining. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're going to go over to these TikTok streets. I'm going to co-stream over there, and then I do monitor my chat, so I am paying attention to if you guys are over here asking questions. I do want to answer my YouTuber questions as well. So feel free to keep the chat focused on going live and not um, questions that are not related to the topic. So we always say make sure you stay on topic, stay focused. I want to be sure to answer your questions. So let me know if there's any questions, my friends. And then we're going to get started in just a few minutes, just a few seconds rather. All right. TikTok Live, live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions on how to go live. We are talking all things live streaming, how to go live with confidence and ease. Come in, ask questions on live streaming, how to go live, beginner friendly tips. How you doing, friends? Coming into the room. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions as you guys come in. We are talking how to go live. If you are new to going live, feel free to ask questions. Make sure that you come in new live host. We are talking about new creators. I want to help you all go live. If you are new or if you're afraid, shy, scared, I want to make sure I'm supporting your live journey. Hey, Halaku, good morning. Good morning, my friend. So we are talking how to go live streaming tips, beginner friendly tips. We're going to talk a little bit about community fests. I'm going to add my effect. Well, let me see. Let me share out the live first. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Come in, ask questions, my new friends. If you have questions, we are going to talk a little bit about what are some of the things you don't want to say and you don't want to do on your live stream. So that's going to be today's topic. How you doing, Brandon? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you all being here. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to put my board up in a second. Let me put out my message. So, um, So I put that out there. Thank you all for being here. We're going to put the halo effect on so we can have that for Community Fest. I'll give a little bit of information about Community Fest as well. I want to make sure you guys are doing all the things for Fest activities. I put my board up so you see the board there. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you don't see the board, let me know that as well. All right. So the board is there for you. Um, Let me know if there's any questions about the board. All right, so that's there. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. I appreciate you guys. We're doing our tapping. So we do tapping to make sure we activate the room. I appreciate you all joining. I did not check what my requirements are for today for Community Fest. So let me check and see what was there. The girl came on so quickly, I was running late. Hey, Doris, welcome to the room. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining. If you are new, come on in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. So I appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live stream. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate all the support. Let's see, what is today's activity? We got double blast. I'm going to activate in a second. We'll activate that as we get started for the first 30 minutes. Thank you for that daily heartbeat. I can't see the screen, so we're going to see what's there. Um, so, gifts from fan clubs daily. We check that off. We need 17 new fans daily. So, never 17 new fans. We'll see what that looks like. We need to get 952 comments per day. Oh my gosh! So we got to get some more comments today. So we'll see how this goes. Yesterday we were in a rush to get all the comments. Thank you so much to those who are coming from all over. How you doing, Miss Dawn? Welcome. I'm going to talk about Community Fest because I want to make sure we are doing the things to grow the room and be festive. Okay. So I appreciate you all supporting. Come on in. We do have a lot of comments we got to put in. So we're going to put some comments in the chat. We'll do that activity again. TikTok is doing the most. I'm going to turn on my daily blast. So as you guys come in, we'll get the room started and it'll be on for like the first 30 minutes. So we'll turn that feature on right now. So we'll be in daily blast mode. This is the time where if you guys are going to send any gifts to support the live stream, this would be the time to do it. That are live stream gifts that'll help me get up the leaderboard. Currently, I am 1,177 on the leaderboard. Welcome, hello, how you doing? Sharice, thank you so much. Mayhem, how are you, my friend? How do you turn it on? How do I turn on the double blast? So when you and I'll walk through this because I usually do spend the first part of my live talking about Community Fest before I go into the lesson. But Community Fest, I'll show you what it looks like from the viewer perspective. Do you know that, Claudia? The viewer side? And then we'll talk about the live host side. I'll show it on my other device. But let's get the taps going. We got 5.5K likes going on. We have been live for 4 minutes. Oh, we're ahead of curve. Look at us. Look at us, you all. Let me clap for that. Thank you all for sharing. How do you know where you are on the leaderboard? So that I'll share as well. So I think that's the same. It's in the same place. Claudia's question and yours, Cynthia, is the same as well. You sent. Thank you all, Sharice. Thank you for the populars. Thank you, Barbie, for those um, community hearts. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you all. Hey, Elle. Good morning. Good morning. So let me start over because let me say this. Oh, you reached level 13 also. Thank you all for supporting that live. Let's get the taps going too. We'll see if we get our flash go. We did not get in my 4 o'clock at all. So TikTok was not giving me the flash go. I guess. That's fine, I guess. Hey, good morning, Elle. And so I'll walk you through Community Fest. What I've been seeing in these TikTok streets is you guys are asking the right question to say, "Well, how do I see the leaderboard? How do I see where I need to turn on my double blast?" Those are great questions. And I'm noticing some of y'all in my agency ain't doing it. I'm just saying. Some of y'all don't be checking for it. So I want y'all to check for it. You actually can check while you're in the live. You actually can check right now as viewers in terms of how what my status is, where I'm at on the leaderboard. So if you swipe over here or if you click your daily heart me, it will show it as part of Community Fest. So you're gonna go down from the daily heart me is probably easier. You click up here, you scroll down, and you'll see Community Fest. And so thank you, friends. And so you'll see it there and you'll see where I'm at in the leaderboard. And you can scroll down and see how many rewards you've earned. So I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. Let's see, we're at 7.7K likes. We're 6 minutes in. Thank you all. We are moving and shaking. So we try to get 10K likes in the first 10 minutes. And so that helps to activate the room. God bless child. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the good morning. Jose, thank you for that daily heart me. Others coming in the room. If I missed you, I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if there's any questions. And then my new friends, I always say, let me know who you are. Say hello so we can say hi back to you. So let us know you're new in the room as well. Hey, fam, how you doing, friend? Let's see. We got a few new friends. C Dazzle, thank you for being here. Lobo, Vital Mystique, thank you so much for joining. You guys are new. Barbie, it looks like you're new as well. Welcome to the room, friends. Then we have Janae, Claudia, Yasid, Blessed, Mayhem Bling, as well as Jose and L. Thank you all for being here as well. So we're at 10K. So thank you so much for supporting that. The taps in. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we're gonna share the live as well. So let's see if we could share it out to our friends and let them know we're here as well. So sharing out the live will help with getting more visibility as well. So thank you all for supporting, sharing out the live, adding it to your story, as well as you can do what's called a power share. You could share down on the middle of the screen, my nose, and that's another way to share out the live. So we'll see if we get some more friends coming in. The board I have here, we're going to talk about what you're not supposed to say and do during a live? I get that question all the time. So I figure it's great timing to talk about. On top of that, TikTok has been pushing this message a little bit as well because of the sporting events that are happening across the world. With World Cup, the NBA finals, we had the NHL finals. All those things have happened in the last pretty much in the month of June. And so we're just making sure that we're staying on top of things in terms of what we can and can't say in our live stream and how we should conduct our live. Unfortunately, so stuff happens, so we gotta kinda manage through any kind of violations, restrictions, and stuff that we get, and so we wanna make sure that we are staying in compliance with TikTok. So we'll talk about that a little bit today, as well. So thank you, Elle, for all those shares. So let me start off by showing and telling. Let's see, let's do a little show and tell. So I'm gonna actually come out of the live, I'm gonna answer the first question first, that question about, where to see the daily task, how to turn on the double blast, how to see the leaderboard. So I'm actually going to go to my profile here. I'm going to go to on my profile, I'm going to click TikTok Studio, and then I'm going to scroll over to the live side, and then I'm going to scroll down to campaigns. So under campaigns, I'm clicking campaigns, and under campaigns, so you'll see it just automatically defaults to this leaderboard information. There's 2 features. It shows you, let's see, let me turn my screen around so you guys can see it fully. Thank you all for being here. Let me get our bad actor out the room. Let's see, make sure we stay focused. Thank you all. Hey, Misty, how are you, friend? Good morning. Good morning, David. Thank you for the follow. Um, and so others coming in, if you're new to my room and want to follow the live host, that's perfect timing for that as well. So here, so you'll see right at the top, it shows where I'm at on the leaderboard. This is me. And you guys as viewers, you'll see this number, you'll see my photo at the beginning. When you're in someone's live and you click in their daily heart me, or if you click the campaigns area and swipe over to Community Fest, you'll see it. Um, for the live host, this is the live host view. So this is what you guys see when you go live. You're gonna see your photo, you're gonna see what league you're in, division you're in rather, and then you're gonna see your daily and your overall. Your overall is based on how you're performing over the course of the next 8 days. That's the regionals, and the regionals is what's gonna put you in a global finale based on your division. All right. So that's there for you as well. So I'm gonna stay on the daily side. So just make sure you're on the daily side. You're gonna say it says get points, and then you're gonna see view all. So you want to click that view all. Hold on, I'm backwards. Okay, there we go. Once you click the view all, it takes you to this bonus area. As you guys can tell, I have on the double blast right now. I had a double blast that was activated. It was eligible to be activated. So I turned it on. And then I also have here, I'll get another double blast once I hit that gifter goal because you have to hit different targets to unlock the other one. Um, you also have bonus hours happening tonight at 9 to 10. So ideally, you want to go live during the 9 o'clock Eastern. This is Eastern time zone. You want to go live 9 o'clock Eastern so that you can take advantage of this bonus hour. Bonus hour is automatically double the points. Okay. So that's what's going to happen during double bonus hour. And then there's also something you can activate called match points, where you get, I believe, double the points also for the match that you're doing. And so the community rally is the other way you can get extra points and move up the leaderboard. So this is all stuff where you can get more points as a live host. So you can move up the leaderboard. And if people send that gift, it's a gift called the Community Rally Gift. And when that activates, you're asking the people, you'll see a little, almost like a little symbol here is a little poll symbol that'll come up and it's a countdown. And they're counting down to a minute, 60 seconds. And during that minute, you want as many people in your room, I think it's up to 15 people, to send what's called the community heart. You'll see it also in the gift box. So the community heart is what people are sending. And when they send that, it's almost like when you think about soccer. Thank you for these are called the community style glasses. Thank you so much, friend. So when people are sending that particular gift, um, it's like a soccer ball being kicked to different players. And then finally the screen will pop up. That's the community heart. That's the gift you're supposed to send when a community rally happens. And so people are kicking a soccer ball, and then at the end of the rally, the soccer player will come back up again and kick it into the goal. So that's kind of the way the gameplay goes. So you're getting points for all those people sending the community heart. Thank you all. Appreciate your friends. Thank you for those community hearts. Thank you so much. And then you have these daily tasks. So my daily task today, and let's see, and then does the breakdown of the points at the bottom here. So that's the breakdown of the points you get for each gift. But my daily task for today is that I have to get 952 comments per day. So y'all got to get to chatting. That's cool. New here. Jennifer, hey friend, this your other page. I have entered another Lord's program on TikTok, so I guess I ain't that old, huh? You're so silly. So did you change your name again? Why'd you change your name, friend? Let me know what you meant. Why'd you changed it back from Creative Soul? Let me know if that's what you were doing. And so you have so now I have to do, so each of you guys have to send, well, not each of you, not 952 each, but a total of 952 comments. We've gotten 22 comments. We have to get 17 new fan clubs daily. So I have to get some new folks in the room that is joining my fan club. And then it says get gifts from fans daily. So I already got that. So I got some gifts from my fans already. So that box is checked. So it's just these two that I'm kind of focused on for today. So thank you all. Thank you for the comments. I see the stickers. Those are all comments. Let's go. Let's go. Happy day. Well, I'm working on TikTok. And that's let's put it like this. It's all about the branding. All right, friend. Gotcha. Double blast is being used. When you already live, you can click on the double blast. Yes. So when I came live, how I activated it, I just went right up here to the campaign. I just swiped up here to the campaign area. You see that area? Those things you can swipe. You should be able to swipe my area as viewers. And I can do it as a live host. And I went to the campaign and I came to this screen. It literally took me to the screen that looks just like this. Hold on. Hold on. It took me to this screen. And at this screen, I went to here. So it looks like this. I did this and then I activated double blast. You say how it says here, use it. So I can use the next one. So I clicked it. I'll use the next one during my 4 o'clock. And so yeah, you can turn it on while you're in the live. Thank you all for the comments. I see you all. Appreciate the comments and the stickers. You guys are amazing. And so those are comments. As you guys can tell here, we have now 78 comments since I've went out and came back in. So we're looking for 952. So keep commenting. So that is the live host view. Check your task, talk to your community, let them know, hey, here's what we're trying to achieve. And just see if we can support, Yeah, I'll go to the campaigns inside the live and see it. Yep. Yep, that's exact. And you should look at all your campaigns. All the campaigns are in there. So if there's any you can advance in, that's great. And I tell you guys, I do the campaigns too. I click them and see what happens. And ultimately, if I had a couple campaigns where I was high on the leaderboard and I've gotten prizes from it, we need 552 comments. I mean, 952 comments. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. So that is the view from the live host. Now let's talk about the view from viewers because you guys have a view also. So let's look at that really quickly. So I'm in so many campaigns, I had to put them on the calendar just to remember what I'm doing. There's a calendar feature too. Have you seen the calendar feature? Okay, wait, wait. Let me show it to you. They just added that. So when you are here, so now I'm in the campaign area. When you're here, there's campaign calendar. So click that and you can see the campaigns from that view. It's thinking. Mm, TikTok taking forever. Let me come out and come back in. Let's try it again. See if it'll do it faster. It didn't pop up. Still thinking, but the calendar view is there. It'll list all the calendars. So I don't know if that's helpful for you, Jen, if it works correctly. Thank you so much. Hey, Wani. Thank you so much. New here. Hey, Tony. Welcome, welcome. You said I know. Okay, perfect, perfect. So that is there for you all. Hey, Brian, I see you as well. Thank you all for coming in. 952 comments is what we're trying to achieve. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you for that, Jolly's community. Thank you all for coming through. So this is thank you for becoming a fan club member. Awesome too, friend. Let's see. Did I get credit for that? I gotta come back and come back in. I'm gonna come all the way in and out again because that's a new feature. That's another campaign I'm doing too. Within the campaign, I'm doing that where it has to get so many fan club members. Well, we better get busy with the 952 comments. Okay, yes, thank you, Tony. That worked. So we got 144 comments come through. We got one new fan club member. So I appreciate that. And so we need 17 for the day. So I appreciate you guys coming in supporting. So that is Community Fest. Let your community know that you're doing this. Talk about it. Turn on your halo, turn on your double blast. And just see if you can move up in the leaderboard. Here's the key, y'all. When I talked about Community Fest, it ain't about winning. Now we know we it's a long shot. It's a long shot. It ain't about winning the game. Okay. It's a long shot for me because they got me in the legends. That's the highest one. And we have A leaguers. We have all these other people who are doing it. So definitely out of my league. I'm definitely out of my league. But I recognize that. But I'm still playing the game because there's other benefits to playing. Again, one of the campaigns is saying more fan club members. So ideally, I mean, one of my tasks is to get more fan club members. So, hey, that's another way of growing. Yesterday, I was challenged to get 212 new followers, and we got up to 44. That's growth. Okay. So I'm thinking about it from that perspective and I'm talking about it. And as I talk about it, guess what? There are 14 of y'all in here willing to support me, willing to put comments in the chat, willing to share out the live and connect and stuff. That is growth. So I don't want you guys thinking like, oh, well, I'm not gonna win. You're winning by participating. All right. So I want y'all to look at it from that perspective. So when I'm going around looking in these rooms and I don't see no halos and people talking about going live and talking about the community fest, I'm be like, and when you tell me like people ain't coming to my room, people ain't talking to me, I'm be like, what was you talking about? Did you mention community fest? Did you talk about this? You said small but mighty. Exactly. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Vicky, I appreciate it. Yesterday I had to get 11 new followers. I got 18. What? Congratulations. See, that's growth. That's what I'm talking about. Because it's hard when you're trying to tap and comment at the same time. Yeah, you can't tap and comment at the same time. TikTok makes it hard. Yeah. Like in your community, can you have one person commenting and then one person tap? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You can have another device. Like, see, another device, another account in there tapping for you. And then you're rallying your community to comment and support and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely. um how do you get to the halos? The halo is under effects and is right at the top. So before you go live you can click effects, or if you come live there is a wand. I'm clicking where the gift box is for you all. Before on my end is a wand right here, and so there's a wand you can click, and in that wand you can use that wand to find effects and then click the halo, the community fest gift. It's right at the top. Go live. Are we all going live now? um, what you mean in terms of in terms of people in the agency? There's a lot of people going live though. when it comes to agency stuff, let me just say this real quick. I'm gonna say it a couple times. We do have our battle night tonight. We do have our battle night tonight. We'll see. You guys have parents. Thank you so much, friend. Hey, Miss Vicky. You guys are paired already. Thank you so much, friend. We hit that daily heart me goal. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Um, we are paired. You guys are paired already. If you cannot battle tonight, if you're not going to do it, let me know and I'll find you a new pairing, or we'll find somebody else that you can pair with. So hopefully it works out that it goes a little smoother today. I put comments, a notice inside our group chat. So check the group chat as well. And if you aren't in the battle night, and some of my newbies are not in there. But if you're not in the battle night, oh gosh, I didn't swipe my thing off the screen. If you're not in the battle night, let me know if you want to do it. We can try to coordinate you to battle with somebody because I'm sure we're gonna have some no shows. So I'm sure there's gonna be some people who no show, but hopefully everybody does show up and participate. Yes, winning is winning. Let's see, you guys love it. Small and mighty. Yes, we are. You said, how do we get the halo? So the halo, I answered that is under the effects. I had 5 people coming in my live yesterday. One new follower, I believe. There we go. That's growth. That's growth. Misty, I got to get over to your live, friend. TikTok asks if this live contest content I'm interested in. They said I'm contest content. They talking about the community fest. TikTok, be nice. How do you set your background? Um, what do you mean in terms of my board? This is a board up here. That's a board that's done before. This is real. All it is a light. Is that what you're asking? And then that's the halo effect for Community Fest. Let me know what that is. That what you meant? You sent. I need to get a tapper. Yes, a tapper is a game changer. You gotta get a tapper. I do have it in my showcase. Let me know if you want me to pin it. I'll pin it in a second. Let me catch up on a few comments. I went live for 4 days straight. Awesome, awesome. We'll keep going. First 14, then try to do 30. Keep going. We're doing that 14-day challenge also. So I want you guys to get that visibility based on showing up and being consistent and letting the algorithm know who you are and what your live is about too. Um, you said, "How do I set up the the back?" What do you mean by that, friend? Um, Let me know what you meant. You're saying background. I think that's what you're saying. I said the background's real. It's a light. That's a sunset lamp. Y'all gonna make this a shoppable live? Is that what we gonna do? Let me know. Do I need to pin some products? Um, what time? 7 p.m. Miss Vicky, I don't know if I paired you, but let me know if you got a notice. 7 p.m. Eastern. You said I'm battling. I don't know if you're paired. I think you're new. So I don't think you got paired, Misty. And Miss Vicky, I don't think I paired you either. I think based on the past, but let me know if you got a notification. Yes, it was a question on the screen. Oh, okay. Okay. You're saying for TikTok? TikTok sent you that message. Okay, gotcha. Um, So yeah, time 7 p.m. Eastern is the battles. So Missy, like I said, I don't think you got paired because you're so new to the agency. So that was done like before you officially signed up. So yes. Let's see, everybody. Yes, light in background. All right. I have campaign match in 4 days, Match Mania. That's part of Community Fest. That's a different match. You should have had one for a notice for TikTok, for the LYI, agency too. Thank you for the repost, Velma. Appreciate you. You said all support. Gotcha. 10 p.m., 12 live Eastern Standard. That's your time, friend. Let me know what you meant by that. Okay. Um, keep the comments going. Y'all so sweet. I'm keeping up with y'all comments too. Thank you, friends. Y'all so nice. It's like, Doc, we commented for you. Let's see. We got 211 comments. Thank you for all the support, you all. Thank you for the support. Others coming in the room. We're doing Live Fest. Sherry B, welcome to the room, friend. We are doing Live Fest. I'm going to get to my topic. Um, Really quickly, products. Somebody asked about products real quick. Um, you sent, did you need to see the product? Let me know if you're interested. I'm not going to pin it if it's not needed. If you're not looking for shop. So it's called a sunset lamp. Okay, the sunset lamp here. And sunset lamp. comes in different, has different color changes. Thank you so much for that, friend. What time is it? What time is it? What do you mean for the battle tonight? Is 7 PM Eastern. And so you could change the different colors or you can have it like fade and scroll through different colors. So that is the background. That's the light. This is my tree. That's my light, my artwork. But the light is what you're seeing in terms of the color variation and then the halo. And then I have a clip-on light above it that is also giving that effect. Yeah. So, I will be right back. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. Bobby, thank you so much for the popular. Is it mandatory? No, it's not mandatory. If you don't plan to show up, let me know. Yeah, if you don't plan to show up, I can shift somebody else to, shift the opponents around. Yeah, so that's how it will work. I don't know. I think you're paired with Lisa Lives. Um, I don't know if Lisa she's usually live, but I don't know if she's gonna necessarily and she does random battles. She does battles a lot, but I don't know if she is aware of the campaign. So she does that. She says that all the time. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know we were in a campaign. I didn't know a campaign was going on." So she may or may not have seen it, and so she may or may not show up. So so we have to see what's going on with her. Hopefully she pops in today and I can ask her. Um, but if you don't plan on participating, that's totally fine too. So if you don't wanna do it, that's totally fine. I just again, I just wanna make sure we're doing this. We're gonna do this once a month. I'm always gonna have a battle night. It looks like Saturday's gonna be the night. And so that's just a way to make sure we're thinking about how to engage in this type of work too, because TikTok likes it. And so my goal is for y'all to get visibility, for y'all to get pushed out more, and I wanna make sure we're doing the things that are important for that as well. Okay, I will be in my live, so I will not be you said, "I will be in my live, so I will not be there." You have to be in your live to be there. So if you're in your live, you're there. So yeah, you just need to be live. So she need to be live, you need to be live, and y'all need to be matching each other at 7 o'clock. That's what the event is. But if you don't plan on battling with her or plan on battling at that time, then that would be where you guys wouldn't be able to pair together. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable, Create New, welcome to the room. Santera, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all. Velma, thank you for the shares. Thank you all for the stickers and the comments. You guys are great. Um, so I appreciate that. That Gail, Jill, welcome to the room. Fine, I got all the time, so I will gather my snipers and my new. All right, let me see if she gonna be there because I don't want you to do a whole lot and she ain't even there because who knows. So let me ask her as well if you wanna message her or send her a message and say we're paired and see if she answers that way. Um, yeah, so, Lisa sometimes will check in, sometimes she doesn't, so I'm not sure. Hey, friends, thank you so much on the YT as well. Others coming in, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, Unwritten Unstoppable. So let me know if there's any other questions, friends, what we're doing right now. And so as you guys see, the comments are flowing. You guys are awesome. Stickers are flowing. You guys are connecting. I love it. I love it. I love it. We are doing Community Fest. So here's what I was saying earlier. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Unwritten Unstoppable. We do have the bonus hour going on, the bonus blast rather. It's going on. It's a 30-minute double the point feature. And so it helps you with the leaderboard. Kara, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Looking forward to seeing you live soon. What do you think about agencies? I am an agency. I think some agencies are great. Mine in particular is amazing. Happy weekend. How you doing, Grace and Glamour? Let me know what you meant by that. Do you need to know more about agencies? Here's the deal about agencies. TikTok sees people who are in agencies as kind of elite. You're privileged because you're getting the training, you're getting strategies, you're getting first hand information. You're seeing stuff first too. You're getting compliance information in terms of staying in compliance. You're getting support and protection. And so they see you as kind of elite as far as people who are getting the support that maybe other creators are not getting. And the goal is for you to grow. So what we talk about here is how do you grow? How do you get more visibility? We're doing Community Fest now as a method to make sure you're getting pushed out, you're getting that visibility too. Hey, Soda. And so it's interesting. Community Fest is like one of those things where do I expect to win and get on top of the leaderboard? No. Do I expect to, um, hit all the different prizes and milestones and stuff? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is I do expect to see growth with new followers, new fan club members, because the daily tasks, those challenges is pushing me and then obviously the people who are in my room to think about this more intentionally. You said I ordered the light. Did you really? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, thank you for that. I could have pinned it too. Oh, that's awesome. It's great. You'll like it. You will definitely like it. I'm testing one out, but all that they doing is sitting around on multi-guest. Doesn't align with my content. Yeah. So I tell people all the time, do the research on the agency you're looking for. I come live twice a day giving strategies. We're going to talk about some of the things you don't want to say and do on your live, helping you to make sure that you're doing better. We talk about the campaigns. The big one we're in right now is Community Fest. So I'm spending time talking about that. Um, Sharing information, sharing strategies, updates about the agency. We were just talking about today is battle night. So people are paired and if you're interested in battling, you can, make sure you tell me so you can participate in that as well. So, you said, "How do you join your agency?" Well, you only can join one agency. If you're with an agency already, you have to talk to them first. I can't coach or poach. So you gotta talk to them first, and make sure that, you understand the requirements for, um, you know, moving forward with them or not. Um, so that's the first step, and then I can tell you about my agency. I can tell anybody about my agency and just you can decide what you wanna do, okay? So that's the main thing. The community fest has been what is that? Is that a melting sun? That's not good. Is this let me know what that meant. Is that what does the, NGL mean? But I'm assuming not good. Exactly, trying to learn. I love that. Let's keep the comments going. Let's keep the comments going. Thank you so much. I'm in a trial. Okay, so okay, you're within the first 15 days. Um, thank you for the tips. You're welcome. So the first 15 days, any agency, this is for everybody, and I know I've had some new people who have joined mine. First 15 days is exactly that. You can join an agency if it's not the right fit for you, you can leave, no questions asked, no problem. If you go beyond those 15 days, you have to give a 30-day notice so you submit your quit based on a 30-day notice. At the end of those 30 days, you will have you leave. However, you have to wait 2 months before you can join another agency. So it's like 90 days. So that's how it works. Um, Good morning. How you doing, the Glow Itinerary? Welcome to the room. Others who are here, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my room, put new in the chat. Right, I read that. Yep. And so basically that's the thing you have to think about in terms of leaving and staying or not. Thank you all for the I'm supposed to say sunset, the, Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the daily heart me as well. And so as you are, with agencies, you gotta think through what you're looking for. So in that situation, in order to, join, you would have to transition from the other one, so that's how that works. Um, Really quickly, let me I'm gonna put the agency in the chat. We're gonna talk about the agency side of things for you all too. We have done 290 comments so far. We got 2 new fan club members. We're looking for 17. So if you're new to my room, definitely click follow. And then under there, it says join. You need coins on your account. 1 coin will get it. 1 coin to join the to join the fan club. And so we're looking for fan club members for this daily task, 17 in total, as well as 950 comments. So we're probably at 300 now. So I appreciate the comments coming. Appreciate all the stickers, all the comments. I'm trying to keep up with you all. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the chats. And Soda, you said I had an average of 1 person in my live yesterday. Did you really? Well, that's interesting. So what was how long were you live? Right, I read that. Okay. How long were you live, friend? So yeah, you definitely want to keep it going. Um, Thank you all. You said thank you, friend. Okay, so let's go to the I'm gonna come back into the live from the agency page. You said live for 90 minutes. Oh, wow. And an average of one person. I had 3 people and 3 hours on my live yesterday. Yeah, I even started with the match. Really? Okay. I will say, and as you guys can tell, I've seen sluggishness too. So I've seen it's been a slow start, slow climb. I mean, obviously we have more people coming in now, but I would honestly say a lot of it is because of the activity from the original people who were in the room when we had 12 to 14. And so it does take time to build up. I say the sluggishness also is because there's so many people doing Community Fest that we're probably all like divided all over the app. I had a live in my community advance, and then TikTok and I lost it. And then TikTok and I lost it. I need it. Um, BU, I didn't see any violations, friends. Hold on, you said you need agency help. Let me no, friend, you don't have a violation in the system. So did you get in trouble? What do you mean? Did you get a restriction? Let me and I'm gonna explain that. Today's topic, we're gonna talk about some things to do and not do. So let's talk through it and I'm gonna show and tell. I was cool with that. They stayed the whole time. That's good. That's good. That's good growth too. It's the activity. I think so too. Yeah, it is the activity. Thank you all. Thank you, Bobby, for connecting with folks. BU, stay with me. So stay with me because I want you to understand. I'm going to talk about the difference between restrictions and violations. So I'll talk through that with your friend. And so when I see violations, I'll see them in the system. I don't have any violations in the systems for anybody, which is great, which is really great. So whatever happened yesterday was a restriction. I helped creators build premium AI avatars and turn them into social media brands. Oh, nice. Okay, that's different. Awesome. There's a lot of AI content coming out right now. I love your lives. They are so educational. You're welcome. Thank you, Supernatural Twilight. Appreciate it, friend. Wonderful. Um, you said it was an 8.5 hour live straight. I left a message. I don't know what happened. Let me yeah, so let's stay with me because it sounds like I need to help you understand the difference between restrictions and violations. I'm actually gonna look you up though, because you said 8 hours. Oh gosh. Let me see. Um, let's see. We had so much fun though. Okay. Well, that's good. That's the important thing. You have fun. Let's see, friend. You did okay, you did multiple lives yesterday. All right, yeah. Okay, you started over a couple twice. Okay. Yeah. You did good. And you did multi-guest and co-host. Did you do a battle too? Okay, after your live maybe. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, I see. I see. Um, yeah, it was in the evening. All right, friend. All right. So let's go. So stay with me. I'm gonna talk about what what to expect because that's today's conversation, what to do and not to do. And so we'll walk through it. There's some probably some safeguards you probably need to put in play. So let's talk through that really quickly before I move to that. And we're going to get to the topic. Before I move to that, just really quickly, I want you guys to check where you're at. Okay. So click your heart me. And then I want you to scroll down to Community Fest. And then I want you all to look at where, and we've done well. Thank you all for moving the needle on where my status was. I want you guys to check your rewards. This is something you want to pay attention to. So you can check how you're moving and how you're getting rewards also. How do you engage when people don't want to? I do karaoke. Um, how long have you been going live, friend? How long have you been going live? And then what I will say is that it's kind of a lot of what we're doing here. Read people's bios. Maybe try that in the beginning and just try to start striking up conversation to get the chat moving, get people engaging back. Um, maybe, do some things like the drawing game. That's a good way to kind of get people warmed up and at ease and they want to talk a little bit more. They'll guess the different things you're drawing. And so just play around with things like that. Have a second account. A second account can help you with taps, the shares, comments, those type of things as well. Like, right now, my agency page is in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Um, Santara, you said, "I got a restriction because I use AI, and there's no way on desktop to disclose that." Oh, you're using Live Studio. You're using Live Studio. Um, you may have to wait until Live Studio has the updates for you to use it in that way. That's the only thing I can think of. Because you're right, you're supposed to have the feature before you start your live where you can say AI generated content, turn that on, and then turn on your content disclosure, turn on the audience control. Yes, and I use Windows Capture. Yeah. So, you might be in a little bit of a pickle because the AI generated content, which your live is about, you need to disclose it. So if they don't have that on Live Studio, you may not be able to use it like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Because definitely turn on your content disclosure. Maybe that can be a safeguard in the meantime, so that you don't get a keep getting restriction. I found that out recently. Yep. That's only on mobile. Yep. Okay, so yeah. So you may be in a pickle if you can't do content disclosure to kind of use that. Otherwise, you might not be able to do it on live. I would have to use my mobile device. That's it. Yeah. If you're committed to doing it. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. We're going to talk a little bit more about the things that you can and cannot do. I'm going to try my best to show and tell some of that stuff so that you guys get it, and see some safeguards you can put in place. So, for example, let me start here. Let's start with the show and tell piece of this because we were just talking about audience control and content disclosure. So, let me show that. I'm clicking my home screen here. I just click the plus symbol and I'm going to scroll over to live. Sorry. There we go. So we're on live. So before you go live, I help creators build premium. Yeah. So that's what you do. So before you go live, you can go to settings. Under settings, what I was talking about with Santara is this. These last three buttons is what you're paying attention to. Audience control, if your live is for an audience 18 years and older, meaning that you're selling something, if you're selling products, services, underage, minors under 18 cannot purchase. All right. So you got to turn that on if your live is all about selling. If you have on TikTok shop, it automatically cuts it on. So that's good about TikTok shop. But if it's not TikTok shop or if it's something else that you're doing in your live stream, you got to turn that feature on. If your audience is your if your content is for a more mature audience, something that you're talking about that is more mature in nature, maybe something that's traumatic or health related sometimes, turn that audience control on. But also you're going to turn on content disclosure because your brand, your personal brand, your professional brand is talking about something that is not for a minor. Okay. Um, Speaking of minors real quick, that's one of the things that you cannot do. You cannot have minors on your live stream. I know we got the babies. I got the small kid. I get it. You got the kids that are about to be, they're older teenagers, but if they're not 18 years and older, do not put them on this camera. Don't put them on your live. They cannot be on camera. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And just make sure that, thank you so much. I'm Written Unstoppable. So just make sure that you're not getting yourself in trouble in that way. Okay. Um, so content disclosure is being able to talk about your brand. If you're talking about other products or services or organizations, it also helps with that too. Hey Fred, how you doing? Zalea, thank you so much for being here. Uh, and then AI generated content. If you are showing something, maybe you're playing the Suno or some music and it's AI generated content, turn that feature on. And it is for mobile. I wasn't aware that it wasn't on Live Studio, but if it's not on the laptop or desktop feature, then you do actually have a conundrum because you got to figure out how to make sure you disclose that. And so then you have to do mobile. Yeah. So just know that those are the three things you might need to turn on depending on your topic. So my friends who are, we have some live hosts, their brand, thank you, you're welcome. Sometimes your brand is, you're talking about your spiritual journey, you're giving like religious content and advice that way, or sharing about, you know, I'm gonna say this, if it's money, politics, or religion, turn on content disclosure, turn on audience control just across the board. Just because sometimes you say things, you're talking about something that could be a little bit of a controversial conversation or it takes it in a different direction, make sure your brand is represented. That this is part of your brand. So that's why you do content disclosure. And if you're going to be talking about other organizations and other entities, I would say turn it on. I teach and showcase how to use AI advertising and AI content. Yes. Okay. So that is where you want to make sure you do that. I'll make sure I disclose on mobile. Yep. All right. Perfect. Okay. So that's where you want to do that. Now, audience control, content disclosure, turn those on again if you're trying to figure out what to do. Now, when you go live, and I'm actually going to go live. This is the agency page. I'm going to go live for a second just so that you guys can see other features. BU, are you in the room? Let me know if you're still here, friend, because you need to turn off some features too. So I'm telling you to turn on some features. You may need to turn off some features. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to go live on this page just so you can see a couple features. I can't do the pre-setups for it. Hey, friend, thank you so much for the follow. I can't do the preset setups for it, but when it comes to your um, co-host feature, so if I understood your situation, you had a co-host come up on your screen. Is that what happened? And they looked like they were younger and you were trying to get them off the screen. So let me walk you through that process. Because right now somebody's trying to co-host with me and I'm going to not let this timer go off. I'm going to decline it. Screen just popped up and it had a little message. I should have did a screenshot of it. I missed the opportunity. That would have been a good time to do a screenshot so you can see what I'm talking about. But it pops up and if you're away like this, say I wasn't looking at my camera and I was talking and I was looking for something over here and I wanted to show y'all, that screen popped up. He would have been in my room. He looked young too, y'all. He didn't look like he looked young. He looked I don't know how old he was, but his picture, he had a baby face. So so he would have popped up in my room. So that's the thing about it. You gotta turn that feature off so you can just safeguard from people popping up in your room and you don't want them to. Okay. So I'm going to show you the feature because I really wish I would have screenshotted so you guys can see what I was talking about. But um, people will do those requests all the time. And if you have it turned on where they can request you, then and it has a countdown for you to decline them. If you don't decline them, it gets accepted. Okay. So that's how that works. So it's like, oh, you didn't decline, so you meant to accept. So now you have a person in your room. Good information. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for still commenting. Hey, Houston, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Um, you said Arlene's journey. Thank you so much. If you are going to talk about your life, do you need to turn on those features? If you're going to talk about your life, do you need to turn on those features? If your life is lifing, you need to turn on those features because I don't want you to get in trouble about your life. Okay. Depends on what's happening in your life. Um, yeah, so I would say turn it on. Since you asked that question, turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. He said, "Okay, good. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. I could not get rid of him." Yes, so I'm gonna show you how to get rid of them too. Okay. We were trying. So we're gonna talk about how to get rid of them, and we'll show you what it looks to turn that feature off. Okay. I want you to and be you. I'm gonna say, my friend, turn the feature off. Okay. So you can keep it on, but in your case, turn it off. Turn it off for now, and then you can turn it back on if you want to turn it back on later. And when you turn it off, I think it's I should say I believe it stays off. I don't think you have to turn it off each time. I think it will stay off until you turn it back on. All right. Hey friends, how y'all doing? Okay, so I'm gonna go live here. So this is the agency page. We're gonna go live for a second. We'll go live on this page. Okay, we'll go live on the agency page. I haven't done it in a while. Okay, so we're gonna go live. Okay. So I was about to say, do I want to go on my shop page? But I'll go live here. So this is the agency page. We are live. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Launch Your Income Agency. so so here is what let's see. Let's see, guys. I'm gonna I flipped my camera by accident. Hmm. Um and you guys, the agency is live. Okay. So, give me 1 second. Okay. So here we go. We are hello, good information. Okay, so I am trying to decide how to do this. Let's see. Let me flip my camera. I did need to flip my camera. So let me flip it this way so you guys can see me. Okay. So now you guys see me here. And then we are gonna go. You see the two rings here? I'm gonna click those two rings. Hello, friend. How are you? Oh, the screen protector. So now these are different people who are live. So these are different people I could potentially co-host with. No, I hit multi-guest. My bad. I was like, why did that look wrong? Okay, now this is the co-host, co-host with creators. So what happened was that person popped up on your screen and wanted to co-host with you. And so I want you to pay attention to this. It says co-host for creators. You see those three dots? Those three dots I want you to click. Okay. Then this screen pops up. It says search, settings, FAQs. Okay. You can read the FAQs. I want you to go to settings. Now you have all these features that are automatically turned on. You could turn them all off. You might want to do that. Or you can at least turn off this middle one. Allow invites from people who aren't your friends when you go live. Cut that off. That's what I want you to cut off. So now you won't get those type of requests anymore. It says allow invites from friends when you are live. You can keep that on if you choose to, but if you cut this off, that means you're not getting those invites from the random people. I literally had just got one. And so the invites from the random people pop up. This should stop that. These other things that are here are allow requests from guests to join co-hosts. Those are the things that you see in the chat box, where it's like where you can click to let somebody pop in on your live and you can invite them real quick. Those are the things that you see. Allow viewers to suggest creators. You can turn that off if you want. Get notifications of when creators are you follow our live. You can turn that feature off. Get notifications of when suggested creators are live. You can turn that feature off. Again, those are those little things that are coming in your inbox. I mean, in your chat as you're going live. Okay. So you could turn, if you want to turn all this off, you could, but definitely turn off that one. Okay. So that's what happened. Now, to get them off your live, because you're in a co host mode, you got to click the co host rings. That's the two rings. These interlocking rings are for co hosts. So it takes us back to this co host area. When they're on your screen, it's going to show up here, and it's going to show right here where these three dots are. Right here is like a box with an arrow. TikTok needs to make it a little bit more easier and obvious, but that box to the arrow is the exit box. You can think about it as a door with the arrow pointing out to leave, to get them out of there. You click that, it will say disconnect. The co-host is disconnecting them, not you. You're not ending the live, you're disconnecting them from your live. That's how you get rid of them. You got to come back to the co-host. You got to click that little box with the arrow. You'll see it there when they're up on your screen, and that's how you remove them. Okay. So that's how you would do it whenever you get any of those co-hosts. So those are the little chat things that are coming in for people I can invite. Be careful. Sometimes you click it by accident. I'm notorious for doing that. But like I said, you can make those go away if I just turned off those other features to get those notifications. All right. Let me know if you got me, but BU. Anybody else in the room have questions about that? It's a question I get all the time. Eugene, welcome to the room. Because once you're on this side of the screen, it looks similar to what you guys see, but there's some differences. Like I said, you see invites, you see some other things that are in there. Thank you so much. Some people who are joining. Thank you all who are here. We're talking about how to going through some training stuff here. Um, so you can only change that during the live. Once you're live, you can turn that setting off. Again, I've never turned mine off. I just kind of manage through it. I never turn it off because I kind of want to see who's coming in. And obviously for me, I'm in a space where I got new people who come to join me, people who are people who are already in my community that may request me. So I don't turn it off. However, once you turn it off, I believe it's turned off. I don't think it cuts back on until you go back to cut it on. And so if you're not getting those requests from people you don't know, then you don't get them because you got that feature turned off. But you can't get to that feature before you go live. The co-host and multi-guest features are not under the settings area. Yeah, so you can't get to it before you go live, which they should do. I think for what you're saying and the questions you're asking makes sense. Why do you have it only on the live side versus before you go live? So, okay, what if the live resets with just a puzzle? Does it still like say that again? What if the live let me see, let me understand your question. Put up my camera so you guys can see me. You said, what if the live resets with just a puzzle? Does it stay like that too? If you get a puzzle piece, you got to move the piece, else it's going to end your live. So is that what happened the first live? You got a puzzle piece and you didn't finish the puzzle? And so that's how you had to start over? Yeah, if you get a puzzle piece, you got to make sure you match that puzzle piece or else it shows that you're inactive and the live ends. So that's what the puzzle is for. The puzzle to me is almost like a test. Hey, Ebony, how you doing? Other friends coming alive. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for popping in. Divine, welcome to the room. See your friend. Appreciate you being here. Um, please, everyone, do this. Great. Yeah. So just make sure you're doing that puzzle piece. Hello, hello. So you teach TikTok? I do teach TikToks. Chrissy, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Others coming in, sharing out the live. Thank you for the comments. We are doing Community Fest as well. So the comments are well appreciated because that is part of the challenge for today to get 950 comments. I think we're over 300. We might be close to 400. I'll check in a second. So 3 lives. So 3 lives, but I did 2 puzzles. I did them both successfully. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, so the puzzle piece is there to make sure that you are to make sure you're engaging. Yeah, so that's what it's for. Hey, friends on the YT, appreciate you guys. Dr. Lisa, I'm on my page and I'm on the agency page, so feel free to come in and ask questions. Um, do your viewers see the puzzle piece too? No, they do not. No, that's just for you. It's showing, like I said, I believe it to be a way to see keep you on your toes because there's times I've gotten that puzzle piece and I'm active, I'm chatting, I'm commenting, I'm moving up and down, I'm moving the screen, all the things are happening, but the puzzle piece pops up and you guys are chatting, you guys are engaging, the comments are flowing, but I get the puzzle piece. So I do believe it's TikTok's random way to make sure, hey, you never know when this is gonna come. Be ready. Don't be walking away from the screen. Don't be looking down because you got to do this puzzle piece. Thank you so much, friends. So I would say just make sure you do it successfully. And if you do need to walk away from your live for whatever reason, pause it. Do you know how to pause your live? So here's how you pause your live. So let's go back to the screen. Let me flip my camera. So you guys see me here. So we're on this screen. How did I get to the screen? I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know if I pressed something. I did. I pressed my mic mute. Okay. My screen protector is acting up. Okay, how did I get here? I hit these 3 dots. I told you guys all the time, your live looks a little different than my live. So the screens at the bottom look slightly different. And so here is the mic. I'm sorry, is the 3 dots. That's like the more area. And these features at the top here is what is kind of like your control bar. You can flip your camera, you can um mirror your screen. Remember when the words are flipped and you guys see it backwards? I have to click here so you guys can see it the right way. And then I'm backwards. So where I'm pointing my fingers is always kind of mixed up because I'm trying to make sure I'm pointing the right direction. So I usually keep that so that I can point correctly. This is where I just muted my microphone by accident. And this is where I can pause my live. So if I pause my live, I click the pause button. it pauses the live. It says, and it lets you do it up to 6 times. You see that? For 5 minutes each. So that's how you pause your live. I'm gonna cancel. I'm not gonna pause it. Okay? Let me know if there's questions about that. You said, while exercising on live, would you suggest taking a look at the screen every 10 minutes? I would suggest that you're always looking at your screen, that you have a good eye view, bird's eye view of your screen at all times. You could get the puzzle, you could get a random co-host request, you can get a restriction request. I mean, a restriction will pop up. Yeah, can you do that again? Can I do what? Click the 3 dots and then the pause the live, it's the control bar. Flip the camera, mirror the camera, mute the microphone, pause the live. They used to have it in the words here, but they now created these symbols. That just happened like 2 weeks ago. That's brand new, that you have this control bar up here. How do we share out our live? See that arrow? Same way you guys have an arrow here, we got an arrow here to share the live. You can share it to individuals, you can repost, you can add it to your story, you can share it to some of the other social media platforms. So that's how you share it. Good to know. All right. We got to change some things again. We've got, yeah. You definitely, yeah. You always want to have a view of your camera. Is it, if it's paused, do you still count as time on your live or doesn't count? I think it still counts. I think the clock is still ticking. You just was paused during that time from engagement. You said, good to know. I just stepped away and left for a second. And then the R's came. You got the restriction for that? Is that what you mean you got a restriction for? Yeah, you're never supposed to leave your camera unattended. Never. That's a big no-no. That's why I said you always gotta be near your live, looking at your live. Yeah, you're never supposed to do that. Um, so let me is there other questions about that? I'm gonna keep this live. Let me flip my camera again. I'm gonna keep this live going for a little bit longer. I might as well do 30 minutes, 25 minutes. I might even get 60 minutes in, we'll see. Um, I might even get 60 minutes. So, I'll show this so you guys can see it. So let's see. So you guys can see, this is the analytics. When I talk about clicking the house, you can swipe. You see that little, well, you can't see it right now. What does it say? Challenge complete. What does that mean? I don't know what that is. Okay. So you see the little house? Whenever you hear me say, oh, where's your house at? Click the house. That's what I'm talking about. That little house, you can click it and it takes you to the real-time analytics. This is your real-time analytics here, where you can swipe from right to left. Okay. If you swipe the other way, it shows you your comments and your words. Okay. Shows you all the people who come in my live and joined. So I've had some folks flow through. And when I get these people who flow through, these are people you can actually kind of engage with if you want to. I can click their bios. I can't do it right now. But in the chat, I can click their bios and start chatting with them. Like Polly, she joined. Polly might have paused and stayed with me for a little bit. Hold on. Can I do it? I'm doing it backwards. Okay, there we go. And so I could read Polly. Polly don't have no bio. Polly needs to write a bio. And so somebody with some other people joined. There was a Lily who joined. Okay, look at Lily for joining. Inspired stay-at-home mom, not only dependent on spouse for what is that? For needs, and then her hashtag. So just know that that's an easy way to start some of that early engagement. I think oftentimes we miss that and we're like, oh, people are just coming in. And then it actually has this feature where you can say hi to them. When you click that feature, what happens is it waves on the camera. Have you guys ever had that happen to you? Where somebody said hi to you and it just does this quick wave? Wow, I learned something new today. Thanks. The slide on it. Hey, hey, how you doing? Hey, hello, how you doing? Peace beyond addiction. Welcome to the room. Yes, yes. OMG. Hey, wow. So thank you all for being here. If you are haven't followed the live host, make sure you follow the live host, which is me. And then underneath that, we're looking to grow our fan club. So you're welcome to join my fan club as well. I didn't know that. How do I do that? Do what? Do what? The which what is the do what? TikTok gave me a flash code. TikTok, be nice. Um, the wave. So when it had next to the people, it says say hi. You see that? Say hi. And if I click that hi, it says you waved at Brooke. Brooke Edwards. I sent her a wave. Now, I don't know if Brooke's gonna see that when she's not in my live anymore. She would have saw it on the screen if she was still in the live. It would have did a little wave symbol. It's like I said hi. Uh, do you tell everybody what you teach for the day you go live? Well, yeah, my board will say it. My board will kind of speak to what the topic's gonna be. Um, I try to talk about in the beginning of my live and say, "Hey guys, we're gonna talk about this topic. Let's get the room warmed up. We're gonna go through our warm-up exercise first. I got some information I want to share." Yeah, so I do that type of stuff. You should though, you should try to have a hook. Um, even those cues that TikTok was sending too. It says like, give your 3 things you're gonna share with your community to make sure that they stay interested, like, to cause more intrigue and interest. And so, you said, "What state do I live in?" I'm in Florida. Where are you at, friend? You said, "Can we still talk offline on this? I lost a lot and want to try to get it back if possible." What did you lose? What you mean? Alabama. Welcome, welcome. I'm Central Alabama. Awesome. I'm Central Florida. Hey, Bunny, thank you so much for being here. Um, you didn't lose anything. You didn't get a violation, fan club member. You're saying when you got that restriction, they took your fan club members away? Um, I think you need to go back and look at your analytics. I don't think you lost anything. I don't think you lost that. Yeah, I don't think you lost that. How are you, Rhonda Taylor? Welcome to the room. Annie, thank you so much. You're in San Diego. Welcome as well. Others coming in, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. 1,000 visits. Yes, yes, they did. 1,000 visits. So when you get a restriction, okay, I will check again. You need to check. Yeah. When you get a restriction, they restrict your visibility from the For You feed. So you don't get pushed out anymore. And oftentimes they will kind of create this like little trimmer to your live where people leave. So I'm not sure if they end up like dropping people off. I think that's what happens. So you'll get a reduction in your views will be suppressed and people will end up not being able to see your live, you like in your live or whatever the case may be for the viewer. So yes, that does happen. But the numbers will drop, but you don't lose your fan club members. It's not taking those people away. It's taking away the people in the room at the time. So right now we have what it says 41 people right now in the room. Those are the people who are literally in the room. 40 now. Why y'all leaving? And so with that, we have those people who are here watching me. But even outside the room, there's plenty of people watching you from the outside too. So there's plenty of people watching. It said the live will not be considered for the For You feed. It will not be recommended to the For You feed. So you wouldn't get new visibility. So some of the people who just came into the room, where did you come from? Did you come from the For You feed? How did you see me? How did you find me? There's a few people who just chimed in. Did someone share the live with you? FYF. So For You feed, Peace Beyond Addiction said FYF. So I was on her For You feed. So TikTok said I'm not For You feed, yes. So TikTok said, "I'm not recommending you to the For You feed." So that's what happened when you got a restriction. So, let me explain the For You feed a little bit more so we can have this. My first time here, so usually educate about TikTok. Yes, Peace Beyond Addiction. I, teach about TikTok, live in particular. So I'm a live host, live coach, and I have an agency. So I'm an agency owner and manager. So BU is new to the agency. She just joined last week. So she's getting used to it. She's going live more frequently. And so this conversation actually, ironically, we were going to talk about things you can't say and do on the live, but her live, she just got a restriction and she's trying to work her way and her understanding about it. Oh, I got another little pop up. Oh, okay, I declined it just in time. I did a screenshot. A whole little situation happened. I did a screenshot. So last time I did a screenshot, so I wanted to make sure you guys saw it. So I probably looked crazy when I was getting that screenshot, but I wanted to show you guys what happens. So somebody just requested me, and I had to beat the timer. I'm gonna show that to you all. Give me one second. Let me put my phone. I'm holding this whole time. Let me put it on my other stand so I can chat with you guys while I talk. And I can show you guys. I'm gonna do a little show and tell. I'm gonna keep this account going live because I want to be able to show you guys the back end part too. So got another part I want to show you about the analytics. Okay. So stay with me. We end up doing a kind of a slight deviation from what my topic was going to be, but I think this is good. Okay, 48 from 10K. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking, my friends. Thank you all who are on the For You feed. Thank you for the follows. I just scroll and got here. Welcome to the room, friend. Are are the ones outside the room watching counted? No, they're not. They're counted as viewers. They're not counted as so TikTok has 3 metrics. One is your views, just overall views, people who I give the analogy, and it's probably, like, not the great not the best analogy, but it's the closest thing I can think of. If you're on the highway and you're driving, say you're driving, and the cars are on the other side of the highway, and they're going the opposite direction, but they can see you. So you got these cars coming and going. So people can look over and see your car and see your face, and they keep passing you. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what's happening. People on the outside and they see you and they swipe past. They see you, they swipe past. So TikTok says you got a view from that. Does that make sense? You got a view from that person viewing you, but they swipe past. So those are views for you. Um, and those views can come in different ways, maybe on the search screen, here on the For You feed. It can come in so many different ways. Yes, it does. Thank you. And so because of that, you get views. Now you have people who actually tap to come in and watch you. Those are the 37, 38 people in the room now. They are what you would call peak concurrent views, users that came into your room, and then there's the average concurrent users. So your metrics will show viewers, views overall, viewers, and then they will show peak PCU, peak concurrent user, which is the viewer, and then it'll say ACU. Okay. Love the information you give us. Oh, you're so welcome. And so these are analytics you guys can see. So this is where now when you're combing into your analytics, TikTok gives the definitions for this too. I know a lot of people don't look at that. When I end this live, I'll show you. So we're gonna do a little show and tell. All right. So you guys are getting a good education today. I might even use this to post on the agency page too, or on the agency school page. What do you feel about using TikTok promotion for increasing your exposure? Um, Jessica, let me answer that real quick so I don't forget, but I want to circle back. Promotion is good if you have good content to promote. I don't necessarily subscribe to a new live host or new content creator using promote to promote something that you're still learning how to do. Okay. So if you're going to do it, and that means if you're going to do it for live, because you could do it for your live, I would say wait until you're at least you've gone live for 30 days straight, maybe 30 times, that you've done consistent live streams. You kind of know how to engage. You're talking to your community. You understand the setup. You have content that people want to stop and look at. Because people, like the people from the For You feed, you guys stopped to listen to me and learn from me because there was something I said that resonated with you. And so if you're getting those people to start doing that already for your live stream and they're hanging out and connecting with you, then yeah, maybe you do have something that's worth promoting. But if you're just having people that come in, pop out, they're leaving constantly, you're not getting people to sit and listen to you for a minute or two, then I don't know if you want to spend good money on something that's not ready yet. Does that make sense? I didn't want to say it was bad, but it's not ready yet. So think about your product, think about what you're offering, think about your brand, think about the things that you're trying to promote. Okay, that's what it's for. It's like, how do you promote something? And I know oftentimes we're thinking, and I tease and say this, not kind of being funny, but not being funny, but everybody thinks their baby is the cutest baby. Everybody thinks they have the prettiest, cutest baby in the world. And sometimes our babies ain't that cute. All right. Let's be real. Just sometimes the baby ain't all that cute. All right. And so just recognize that you got to think about what you're doing in this way. Okay. And so you want to make sure that you're ready. Okay. And so a couple things you got to think about if you do promote. Um, can I stick to the same topic every live? You could, yeah. You probably to a certain extent you should to a certain extent. I'll talk about that too. Um, you said true. You say here. So when you use the promote feature, you got to think who's your demographic because it lets you pick the demographic. Don't settle for what TikTok recommends because TikTok will push you out all over the world. Okay. And you'll be like, all I had was people from this other country that is not my target audience in my room. Don't do that to yourself. So pick your location, pick the age demographic, pick the gender, pick maybe some of the interests that you want the creators to have that are similar to what you're trying to promote. Maybe be a little considerate of that. If you want to be open in that field, that's fine. But maybe some of those other demographic things you do select. All right. How do you set their demographics? It's one of the checkbox features. So where it has all the people it's gonna be sent out to, you'll see that number. It's like, "Oh, yeah, it's gonna be sent out to all these people, that's great." That's the thing you need to click because you don't want it to send out to all those people. So it's right in that section, I think it's like the interest or something like that. Yeah, so it's in that area. So, be aware of that, yes. And so when it comes to, um sticking to one topic, let me go there real quick, and I'll go back to the analytics stuff. Sticking to one topic, you wanna make sure that depending on what your topic is and not to know what you're talking about. Let's look, Jessica. And Jessica, um, I'm your Diamond Carnival cruise travel agent, travel expert. And so you are talking about travel, you're talking about cruise in particular. And so, for that topic, obviously, your live stream is you're in the travel niche. You're in that niche where you're talking about travels, vacations, and then obviously honing down on that even further, you're talking about cruise travel. And so you're talking about that in particular, and then you're talking about a specific ship and boat too. Yeah, you can have topics that vary within that niche. You might say, okay, here's the top vacation spots that Carnival goes to. Here's your do's and don'ts on the ships. Here's the things that you wanna explore with kids and family-friendly trips. Yeah, so you can pick topics that are under that niche of cruise travel, Carnival cruise travel. So yeah, you could vary it. You might so some strategies that we talk about using is that you might wanna create, um, a schedule for the month when you think about the topics you wanna cover in each week, if you think about a schedule for each week, you're saying, "Okay, we're gonna talk about this week is all about," or maybe your month has a theme, friendly vacations. We're in June and school just let out, so you're gonna talk about friendly vacations and stuff. And so each week you'll tackle some of those topics, like, the best ship to go on with, kids under 10, you know, or trips you can do with your kids that are teenagers and stuff. So you could break it up. You can use ChatGPT or any of the AI to come up with topics for you. Okay. So don't feel like you have to come up with it all on your own. But again, depending on what your topic is, you can do that. The people who struggle with this the most, because yours is easy. I mean, obviously, you can take that in so many different directions. Thank you all who are coming in and engaging. I appreciate the support. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. The support is greatly appreciated. And we are still doing Community Fest. That's why I have the halo on. So anything you can do to support would be greatly appreciated. I do have my live goal up there too. So thank you so much, friends. Good afternoon. How you doing, Jessica? Yes, I'm trying to promote my services as well as travel. Um, and so yes, okay. So so yeah, you could figure that out. The people who struggle the most, I was just about to say, are the people who are selling courses. Because what you're doing and what you do is promote somebody else's course, and you do it in a way that you're only thinking like, "Oh, well, let me just talk about this course, and I'm gonna go through the features of the course, and hopefully somebody come in and buy the course." And there is ways that you can promote that in a way that is a little bit more nuanced to your target audience. So you gotta think about who's your audience, who are you trying to connect with, who are you trying to relate to. Thank you so much, Real Talk. Juanette, thank you so much for those populists. Thank you all for coming in. And so thank you, Liz, for the populars too, Leslie for the populars. And so you're trying to think about, oh, I'm going to sell this course the way the person sold it to me. And that's not necessarily the approach you want to take because they were thinking about their audience. Now, granted, you were their audience and you got it, but at the same time, they probably took a strategy that you may not need to take. And so a lot of people are feeling they feel a little frustrated because they're trying to sell the course in a very specific way to somebody else's audience and not thinking about their audience, their approach, how they're going to talk about it. And then maybe not thinking about different topics and ways to address that their audience will resonate with. Okay. So that's so important too. So the course people, I would say they actually need a course in terms of how to understand live streaming and how to take that course and make it relatable to their target audience. And I don't know if those are in the courses or not, but it should be. And I think that's where most people will get frustrated and struggle because part of it is sales. And the other part is making sure you understand the live stream process and how do you become relatable to people. All right. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, good morning. Good after is it afternoon? It is afternoon, Lord. Welcome to the room, friend. We end up doing a different type of live stream because we started talking about like analytics a little bit. We started talking about restrictions and some other things. Thank you for that, Jolly. Appreciate the jolly friend. Appreciate it. Thank you all for the comments too. If you're new to my room and you haven't followed the live host, this is a perfect time to follow me. If you're also new to my room and you have not joined the fan club, after you follow, it says join. Make sure you're joining as well. That is part of Community Fest goals for me for today. That's one of my daily tasks. My daily quest is to get 17 new joiners of my of my fan club. And so I appreciate you all supporting in that way as well. And that's where you would need coins on your accounts. My people who have been with me for a while, they understand to be a good live host means that you are a good viewer. If you're not a good viewer and you're not engaging, thank you so much in all the things that TikTok has here. And that means that you don't have a blue box next to your name. Thank you, Mrs. Treetop. Mrs. Treetop is a great engager and live host. She is an awesome live host, all right? So, if you're not doing the things that TikTok is asking you to do as a live host and as a viewer, then you're missing the point here. A lot of this is networking, all right? When you came to someone's room, TikTok had a little directive for you. TikTok told you to do something. Send a coin, send a heart, send a heart puff, send a rose, send a daily heart me, whatever it was. And some of you have not done that. Right. So you want to make sure you're doing those things as well. Let me know if you have questions about that. I haven't talked about the blue box in quite some time. We went into Community Fest, and I always want to make sure that you guys are understanding that process, but you also got to understand the platform. Okay. And so a lot of that is big and important to the platform. Thank you. You said, I'm just passing through. Have a great afternoon. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate your friend. Leslie, when do you go live? Or you just passing through? For real, for real. Are you going live? Others who are going live, put that in the chat. Tell us what your three T's are, your topic, your time, and your time zone. Put that in the chat for us as well. And then he said, I'm not sure yet. All right. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate it. The cozy corner home. Welcome back, friend. So much to learn. Thank you. You're welcome. Candace, thank you for that. Oh, that's okay. Candace said that. Thank you, Candace, for the hand heart. I see you, friend. Um, All right. So here is so we turned on the other account. So you guys, I got my little stand over here. So we turned on the other account to show you guys a couple things. So I'm going to show you some analytics too because I want you guys to understand the big picture here. You have to go live 3 times before you can join community first. To join a community first. No. No. Uh-uh. What you mean? Community fest, you said first. You meant fest, the community fest campaign? Yeah, when it comes to going live, you can join Community Fest, you can join campaigns. You know what? That might be, I don't know if that's actually a requirement that you have to have 3 lives in before you can join campaigns. I don't think so. I think they will make the campaigns available pretty soon in that process, but it could very well be. Community Fest, though, had a sign up period. So I'm wondering if it's too late to sign up. I don't know if it's too late. It may be too late if you like jumped in right now because they already started the qualifiers. They're doing regional sign up. So it may be too late to do the sign up part. You can obviously participate as a viewer. You might be signed up if you've been participating as a viewer. So it might be that you're already signed up because of that. So that could be part of it. How long do you stay live each time? Who, me in particular? I do on average a 2 hour live. I've been live for an hour, almost an hour and a half now. So 90 minutes, almost 90 minutes, like 2 minutes shy of 90 minutes. Um, so yeah, so karaoke live on weekends at 9 p.m. Central. Love that. Supernatural Twilight. Love that. Karaoke live. Um, and so let's see. Okay, let's see. You said, do your first 3 lives have to be 3 straight days in a row? They have to be within that first 7 days. They're supposed to be within that first week. Ideally, you just 3 days in a row, get it out the way. That's what I would tell you. Just get in the habit of going live. And that's a great way to start. So you start off by going 3 days in a row. I think that's important. But I think according to the guidelines, it's supposed to be within those first 7 days. Um, Brianne, thank you so much for being here. I have to do one more, I think. Okay, okay. So go ahead and do that last live. Plan to do it today. Get it out the way. Yeah, so yeah, that's the whole thing about it. I mean, the goal is for you to get to a point where you're showing up consistently, connecting with your community, engaging as much as possible before and during the live and after the live. And so you want to see that growth happen. So that's going to be really important. Okay, so let's do this. My friends who have been joining, we have some friends joining on and off. Hello, friends on the agency page. So I appreciate you all being here as well. So I got to figure out what to talk about again. What you mean? What would you talk about, Leslie? Uh let's see. You said I've been a school bus driver for 47 years and I love my job. All right. All right. Well, put that in ChatGPT. Ask it to brainstorm 5 examples of your niche, your target, your topics, your niche, topics, your target audience for your TikTok live stream. And include in the target audience, for your target audience, include who is my demographic, the psychographic, how they think and feel, and the pain points that they're struggling with. Okay. So that's what you're putting in there based on me being a bus driver for 47 years, a mom, a wife, a grandma, whatever the case may be, list the things, the characteristics about you. And so when you go live, what it's going to do is give you 5 examples. It'll give you some great examples. So think about your hobbies, other interests, put that in there too. And then it'll give you some great examples. And then ultimately what it's going to do is help you understand how do you, the characteristics about you relate to who your potential target audience would be. And so as you're talking, you're saying the things that they'll resonate with. You're saying the things that interest them. You also would say the things that may be a challenge for them. And then you become their solution. And they end up loving your room because you're doing the things that they want here on this live stream. They love your personality. They love all the things you're sharing because you resonate with them. All right. So that's what you would do. And then you can ask it for an outline. You can ask it for more topics over the course of a week of going live and, use that for your live stream. Do you must show up at the same time daily? It's a best practice because you want to get people used to you being here and showing up. Like from lately, I've been late, but I've been 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock is what I say. It's in my bio, is what I promote. It's in my notes right now. If you look on my page in the thought bubble, it's there. And so I've been trying to show up on time. I also have YouTube, so that makes me it throws me off a little bit. Um, so I try to show up on time, but it is something where your audience knows you're gonna be here. You know how often if I had a nickel for every time somebody asked me, "What's your schedule, doc? You gonna be here? What time, doc? 4 o'clock, doc, 10 o'clock, doc." And so again, my audience has gotten used to this schedule. I probably will never change it now. I'm just telling y'all that. We'll see. I may shift at some point, but for all intents purposes, this has become part of my brand too. Because 'cause they're like, "Hey, she's showing up 10 and 4. I know I can get to her room." There's times now with the agency, is so funny. I'll look at the lives at times when I have a conflict and I can't do 10 or 4. None of y'all going live at that time. I was like, "Why they ain't going live?" It's like, "Doc Live during this time. This is where I'm supposed to be and where I'm what I'm doing." And so just recognize, that comes part of what your community will start gravitating to that schedule. They'll start coming and showing up because they know that to be your schedule. Can you repeat the chat GPT script? Well, hello, friend, the Joseph family. Well, welcome. Welcome to my live. That's your first comment, friend. Hello to you. That's your first comment. Well, welcome to the live. If you don't mind, make sure you follow the live host and also grab my daily heart me. Join my fan club so I can get more points on the leaderboard for Community Fest. Suppose you work different times. Um, Again, best practice is to figure out a script. Hey, Mayte, how you doing, friend? Thank you for that daily heart me. Um, Figure out a script. I'm sorry, figure out a schedule so that you can commit to it. It's gonna show accountability on your end because 'cause you're gonna show up at that time, or you're gonna find a time that works for you. If you do pop-ups, it's kinda hard to build community off pop-ups, so I'm just being honest with you all, because the next thing you're gonna say is that, "I'm not moving up on a leaderboard. I'm not getting people in my fan club. My numbers are still low." Those are things you're gonna say because you're popping up all over the place. You gotta find a schedule. You gotta try to stick to that schedule, and then ultimately you gotta try to grow from that. Okay. Thank you, Leslie. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate your friends. Thank you so much for being here. You said hi. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. Others who are coming in the room, I tell you guys all the time, if you come into someone's house, this is my house. This is my home. If you come into someone's house, you always say hello, you greet them, and then tell me you're new. If you're new, let me know you're new so I can say hi back to you. I want to connect with you. I want us to grow together. I say that also because I want you guys to understand what I talk about here, you guys can take it to your room. You can tweak it, say it your own way, but at the end of the day, you do need people to engage. That's the whole point of this. This is an engagement app. We jokingly say this ain't TV. Because if it's TV, you can go watch TV and you ain't gotta do no engagement. You can flip channels, you can do whatever you wanna do. But here, you can scroll off, but here you want your community to stay. You're trying to cultivate that relationship. And so a big piece of that is people coming in, communicating, and connecting too. And so I teach that as viewers. I want you guys to be great viewers so that in turn you could teach your community all the things that you need to do so that you can in turn be great live hosts. All right. So that's what we do here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Rachel, thank you so much for being here. How many days should we go live? In a perfect world, you're trying to get daily because you're teaching the algorithm what your live is about. And you're teaching your audience, the people who you're trying to bring into your room, what your live is about as well. So you're doing both things. Um, Give me one second. You're doing both things. So you want to try to go daily so it gets used to you. We talk about a 14-day challenge as a way to build that connection as well. All right. So we try to build that connection. Give me one second. My screen over here. All right. Um, I might have missed a few comments. Thank you all. What is this about? We're talking about TikTok Live. Welcome to the room. My friends over here catching up with me. Thank you for chiming in and saying a question. Um, thank you, friends. Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to repeat that prompt for our friend. How many days should we go live? I said daily, ideally, no less than 4 days a week, though. That's what I would tell you. I've been trying to find a schedule because I notice pop-ups takes a while to get people in. It does. It does. It's not a good practice, y'all. Hey, Essence. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon now. I just realized it's after 12. I don't believe this isn't for me because the work different times. I will be tired to be talking for 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it is a shift in how you operate. I mean, it will be a major shift. Thank you, friends. It will be a major shift in terms of how you operate if you're trying to fit it in the beginning. I tell people sometimes you got to ease into it. So if you get to the point where you can do at least 61 minutes to make it a valid go live day, that's part of the analytics. That'll be good too. So you want to try to get it to at least be 61 minutes for a valid go live day. So if you can find an hour a day, maybe the same time, fit it in. Maybe it's a morning live, maybe it's a late night live. You just decide where you can fit it in. Could you explain a fan club, please? I can, friend. Capable. Thank you so much, friend, for asking that question. I think you're going to ask me to do the blue box. I'm probably have to do both of them. It makes it easier to hit that time if you co-host too. That's true. Co-hosting, having a buddy up, co-host with is good. Yes, I do wanna do the fan club. Let me do something real quick. Let's see where we are at in Community Fest. And then I have my other phone here, so it might be hard to show and tell. Um, let's see. We've had 533 comments, so we need 952. So I appreciate you guys. We got 5 people of 17 that are new fan club members. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you so much. I'm gonna come back at 4, but if we can get more comments in, grow with MJ. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the share. We can get some more comments in. Stickers are good. All the things that will help us with meeting that goal by the time we get to our 4 o'clock too. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate it. So let me do this before I do the fan club. I do want to do it. Um, Fan club in a blue box because I want to make sure our community understands the blue box, the power of that badge with your number next to you, and getting new fan club members as well. Those are two things that we need for Community Fest. And so if it says follow, make sure you follow the live host. If it says join, be sure to join me as well. Join my community. You do need coins on your account to do that. You said, "I'd rather just listen to you and support you." Oh, thank you, friend. Well, then you need to go ahead and grab that daily heart me. Snoop and get that daily heart me so I can get another fan club and reach my goals for today. Guys, we can flood the comment, please. Yes, let's flood these comments. Thank you so much. How do I join the fan club? Does it say the word join up here? Is it a heart that says join? Let me know if it says join. If it's a grayed out box, then it's not there. Um, should say the word join. And so in order to do it, you have to have thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate the support. Um, and so thank you for sending those style glasses. I appreciate that. So next to my name is a heart with right next to my name is a heart at the end of it, and it says the word join. And then what you clicked was the live goal, which was awesome. Appreciate it. It says join the first time. Yes, it says join for the first time, people. Watch for 400 minutes. Leslie, thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. I think you tap on the heart. Yeah, just tap the heart. You tap the heart, you join the fan club. You have to have coins on your account, so you want to send it's 1 coin, it's like 1 penny, and then it says join fan club. And so that's what it should say. Um, and sometimes you might have to click it twice. Sometimes it clicks the profile picture. Not sure why it does that, but sometimes you have to go ahead and join it, click it a second time. Um, so let me finish over here because I was talking about the analytics real quick. I thank you, friends. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. Thank you all for doing that. I appreciate the daily heart me. Oh no, what's that? Yeah, the daily heart me, Lisa. Um, when it comes to oh, look at their conversation. Conversations with Wani. Thank you so much, friend. This is your is this your other page, Wani? I love that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that daily heartbeat. You're so sweet. He said, let me go get the backup. Appreciate that. Love it. Yes, it's your backup. Awesome, friend. Thank you for doing that. You said we're gonna help you reach your goal today, Doc. Thank you, friend. Okay, so let me finish with the analytics conversation because we were talking about that on the other page here. Since I had the other page up and running, I wanted to show you guys. So I said there's a house here. The room is a breath of fresh air. Thank you, friend. So there's a house here. In that house, I want you to swipe that house, or you can swipe from left to right. So what I was showing you was on the backup page. You can see here that house. That's what I talk about, that house. That's the analytics page, and it shows what's happening here. So we talked earlier about total views. This account doesn't have any new followers and no gifters. People, why y'all ain't gifting and following? Anyway, so and then it shows scale live rewards. Whenever you guys hear me talk about the agency, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the scale live rewards. So it tells you how much you've earned per live, what percentage you can earn of that, and then weekly missions. There's another pot of money that's pooling every week based on how many days you go live, how many new fan club members you get based on that engagement. And then if you are leaguing up, that's your performance as a live host. So those things are there for you as well. And so as you are going live, make sure I'm not missing comments. Yes, it is. Thank you so. And so thank you, friends. I appreciate the compliments. Do viewers see that too? No, this is you as a live host. This is your screen. This is your analytics. So you always want to look at this. It tells you if you have a good connection. It tells you how many minutes you've been live. This live, I haven't been live over an hour yet. I'm going to go live. I'm going to stay over an hour now so I can get credit for it being over 61 minutes. 60 minutes over at least 61 minutes so that it becomes a valid go live day for me. I may do this maybe once or twice a week. Now that I think about it, do this co-hosting on both streams. But this tells you how much you've earned. You can earn up to 40%. So this live has made 38%. Somebody in the room tell me why this says 38%. Somebody in the room who knows the answer to that. Why did it say 38 and not 40? Tell me why. Do you get how do you get here? How do you get here? That was from going live. I'm going live on another account. I'm on my agency page. Tell me why did that say 38%? Somebody said, I don't know. That's good. So that's fine that you don't know. I'm gonna explain why. Anybody in the room know why it said 38 and not 40%? Because you've met your time, but not more follows. There we go. So I did the time because I went over what was the time, Rachel? Do you know the answer to that? What's the minimum you need to get to 38%? Because it's a scale. We doing pop-up quiz day. It's a scale. Why did it say 38 for the time? Anybody in the room know that? What's the answer? Nope, not 61 minutes. Nope, we haven't gotten to 61 minutes yet. Minimum of 30 minutes? Not quite. Nope, not 1 hour. I wondered why. Cool. Anybody, any of my OGs in the room? Nobody from who been here a minute? Mrs. Treetop, you know the answer to this. She ain't listening. She just in the room. Why did it say 38%? It is 25. Yes. Yes. So it's a scale. I'm gonna actually show it to you. I haven't made all the goals yet. So I'm gonna show it to you. So this is a good live because you guys are seeing in real time. You see this in your live. I tell you, click that house or swipe from right to my backwards, y'all. Right to left. My screen is mirrored wrong, so you guys see it the right way, I see it the wrong way. So, but 25 minutes or more will get you the 38%. Under 25 minutes is a scale, okay? So just realize every time you go live, you're tracked, and it's the performance that you're doing. Thank you so much, Candace, for the rose. Um, you can only see it while on live. No. You could see it after you end the live. There's gonna be analytics you'll be able to see. Yes, that you'll see afterwards. So once I end this live, there's gonna be a screen that's gonna give a breakdown of how I performed in this live. And so this live has not performed to its fullest because there's no engagement. I don't have any new followers. I've got no gifting. So there's some things. So my numbers say 0. I'm gonna show you. You can, so let's see, let's go back to it. So again, if I'm here and if I click that, the house is covered right now because TikTok is showing this. But if I swipe, so there's the house. If I swipe from right to left, it pulls it over. Okay. So all my numbers are 0. I ain't earned nothing. This live got nothing going on right now because I have no new followers. Somebody just gave me a gift. Somebody came over in the room and gave me something. Thank you so much. One gift there. It's probably a daily heart me. I appreciate your friend coming in and got some engagement. I appreciate it. So, and because of that, I got 1 diamond. Oh, I got 2 diamonds. Look at y'all. Thank you, Essence. Thank you, friends who are coming in, supporting. I appreciate it. And so, hey, friend, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in, Doc. Appreciate you being here. So, what happens is scale live rewards. If you click that little button there, it says more. See that more? It's going to break down everything that's going on here. It says go live on one more day this week and I'll get 6% of my weekly missions, but there I didn't earn anything. So it's not anything that I'm going to gain as of yet. So if I click that more, it breaks down the scale live rewards. It tells you all this. Some people don't like to give and just watch. I know, and we need TikTok to change that behavior because this ain't TV. And we say that all the time, but people, we really do need to shift the thinking surrounding when you come to someone's live because you're going to go live and you're going to want people to engage in your live. And that's how a live performs and does better. And you just don't want to come in some room and say grab because that's not the etiquette. You want to say hello, how you doing? You want to connect with people. This is not a grow room, my friend, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So let's see. Let's go here. We have things that we're paying attention to. You said I didn't get that last part. What was the last part, friend? Gotta spend it to make it. Yes, you do. How many followers for me to go live? You need 50. 50, you need a blue box. You don't have a blue box. You haven't been you haven't done none of the gifting engagement. So we'll talk about that in a second. I'll explain the blue box in a second, friend. Okay, so duration. You see where it says less than 5 minutes, 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes, and then between 10 minutes and 25 minutes. This is the scale. So 20%, 30%, 35%, 38% is the max for duration. So we hit the max because we went over time. The other metric we're paying attention to each and every live. Hey, idea barista, how you doing, friend? We're doing scale live reward today, and so we hit the max of duration. Thank you, friends. I appreciate y'all coming through. We did not hit the max for new followers. So if you got one to two new followers, you get 1%. You got between 3 and 4 followers, you get 1.5%. And then 5 followers, you get 2%. So 2%, the 2% plus the 38 is the 40. The most you can earn is 40%. Okay. That's the most you can earn per live. And so when you think about your live, okay, scale live rewards there. Yes. Yep. So when you think about your live, you are paying attention to how your live is performing. Dog, you got people in here calling you butter. I'm live on I'm live on YouTube and my moderator, Idea Barista, came over and she saw some of the comments. I missed a couple comments. She said somebody called me butter pecan ice cream. I'm like, what in the world? She said, Doc, people over here calling you butter pecan ice cream. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what was the comments? Hey, YT folks. So you go live on both accounts and it won't trigger a violation. No, 2 different accounts, 2 different phones. No, it's not gonna trigger right now. I'm not gonna do this often. I don't do this too often, but no, it doesn't trigger one. You said they hungry. I know. The YT is off the chain. I'm just gonna tell y'all this now. Y'all do this. The YT is different. It is different. Um, okay, so when it comes to looking at your Scale Live rewards, pay attention to what's happening in your life. YT is a little scary sometimes. Hey Holly, how you doing? It's different. It's definitely different. You said she said they dying of thirst over there. TikTok, not they unloving. I wanna get to a place where I do both YT, TikTok at the same time. Yes, yes. It's been a journey. I've been doing it over a year, and YT is definitely something I need to pour some more time and effort into in terms of my content creation, optimizing stuff using the scale, not scale hours, SEO type terms and stuff. I'm going back now. I gave my son a summer internship for him to do my thumbnails from the past and optimize those and put descriptions and titles and stuff. There's things I need to fix on my YT. And so there's things I need to moving forward, I need to improve and just make sure I'm staying on top of. So definitely a little bit of a challenge the way I set this up, but it got me started. So that's the one thing I would say. Oftentimes we try to look for the perfect way to do things and always doing it the right way, and perfection is the approach. Sometimes you just need to get started, and then you can kinda go back and fix it. And the beauty about the YT is that you really can go back and fix it because you can do those descriptions and the SEO stuff on the back end. So that's what I'm doing, and I've monetized. It's a slow climb, but it's climbing. Yep. You said I've done a oh, thank oh, look at your first time gifter. Oh, I love that. Look at you. You was like, "Let me become a fan club member." Thank you for that, friend. How you pronounce your name? Aramida? Armida? 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 Let me know if I said that right. TikTok gave me a puzzle over here. Oh, let me show you. Ooh. So here, puzzle piece. I got a puzzle. So I'm gonna fix it. You gotta come over here and fix it in 5 minutes. So I just slide the puzzle piece over. So I wanted you guys to see that in real time. So I got a puzzle piece. I just showed it to you all. Do those puzzle pieces. Make sure you slide over and get that accomplished. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. And thank you for the fan club member, Doc. I appreciate you as well. Say your name too, because I'm probably gonna say it wrong too. Sayami. Sayami? Did I say that right? Dr. L, I am scared. Why? Don't be scared. What is the amount of numbers in the fan club represents? I said it right. Thank you. Yes, this room gave me the courage. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Coach Tracy. Said Dr. Tracy, I'm speaking into existence. Love it. I saw the puzzle piece this morning. Yes, you get a puzzle piece often on the live streams. You said hold on one second. What does the amount of number in the fan club represent? Your community. Is your community growing? And in terms of community fest is where you get split into the different divisions. So I'm in the league one, the highest one. However, your girl, I don't know if it's based on the numbers that you have in the room, but in terms of people who come back and engage, it's not necessarily the case. So you want to try to keep those people engaging. I get people to come back that saw me way back when I started last year, and they'll say, "Doc, you still here? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while." And so they'll come back and engage. So that's heartwarming. But you do want those people to come back frequently. You want people to stay and continue to engage. So yeah. Hey, I'm speaking in friend Tracy. I see you. You said exactly. I know that's right, friend. Um, you said Sha Yami. Shayami. Is that it? Shayami? I think I said that right. Thank you, friends over here. Do you play box matches? You're saying box battles, those with the viewers and stuff? I It's funny you say that. I don't do it. I have never done it for my live. I'm actually looking into doing it maybe by the end of this month or going into July. We'll be doing a few different gameplays and things like that. So I am going to do it sooner rather than later. I just got to decide which month I can fit it in and make it happen. But yeah, so with box battles, You wanna make sure you do it where you get people to sign up and then give them enough time to share it out with their folks. So it is something you wanna try to do. I may try to weave it in going into next month, at least once or twice a month, so that we can do that more often, and I have a lot more fan club members and stuff, and I wanna make sure you guys are also getting visibility too. You said, "Good afternoon, Nora. Thank you so much." Okay. Yes. Thank you at 8 PM first live, and I'm too stressed. Look at you. Do it. 30 minutes, that's it. You don't have to do it long. Just do 30 minutes. If you wanna try to do an hour, that's awesome. But yeah, just do, hey, 30 minutes sitting on a porch, have a, conversation with people, have your teacup with you. You don't have to have nothing in the cup. Don't drink on the camera either, but yeah, just kinda have this moment where you're talking to folks and showing the weather and connecting with folks. What type of camera, stand, setup, and lighting do you have? Um, so couple things. I can actually show this because this was my original stand. I had this for like a whole year. And it's one of those stands, because I'm on the live here. One of those stands that move. I don't turn it on, it wasn't moving. So this was here, and you can see where the head, the top of it can tilt, but the neck isn't super long. I love the flat base, but the neck isn't super long. So I end up upgrading. I always wanted a flat base. I end up upgrading to a stand that has the tall neck. It has a flat base to it. Um, it has a ring light on the top, but I don't turn on the ring light because I have on a clip-on light that I'm using for my live. And then this is a real background. This is my plant here, but I use a sunset lamp. So two different types of lighting. Let's see this sunset lamp. So I use that. It has the different colors and stuff that change with the remote. And so that's how my setup is. I'll pin some products in a little bit if you wanna hang out. I'll pin a few just for a little bit. I usually wait because, once you start pinning, you gotta start talking about the products a little bit more. I did the beach this morning. Nice. Oh, I need to get to the beach. I might do a beach day soon. What do you do when no one joins your live? Do you still talk? You still talk. You're talking the whole time. Talking, chatting. In all fairness, nobody's on this live. I think one person popped in. Hey, friend, thank you for joining. There's somebody over here. Thank you for being here. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. So, yeah, but I've been talking the whole time. And one or two people have popped in and asked questions and said what I'm talking about and, made some other comments and stuff. So it's been fine. I've gotten a couple heart me's too. Um, He said, "Do you have a great voice?" Oh, thank you so much. Calm and passing the message with ease. Oh, appreciate that, friend. Do you read all the comments how do you read all the comments so fast? You know what? I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to it. It is something, obviously, the room in the beginning doesn't move that fast. And so, hey, Margot, thank you so much for the community style. Because the room's not moving fast, I can stay up with it. And so because of that, I've had moments where the room was rooming and comments were flowing and trying to catch up with stuff. But I'm always one of those people too that say, hey, let me catch up on comments. Let me look and see what else people put in there and stuff. So I just kind of go with the flow. I have one of those and I haven't turned them on either. Might use that instead. Yeah, selfie too. Yeah, the selfie one I have as well. I have a selfie stick. It's actually sitting right here. This is my travel. So I travel with this one because it's so compact. So I use this one. So whenever I go out of town, and I'm actually going out of town next month, but I use this. I take this with me and I'll put my phone on this, and use it as my live stand. And I don't like the tripod type feel to it in general. Hey, Bounty, how are you, friend? Did I just break it? I just broke it, y'all. Oh, Lord. I just snapped it down, broke it right off. Oh, Lord. I have to get a new one. Now I got to get a new one ASAP because I think oh, maybe I have another one over there. I have to go check. Um, all right, y'all. So I just broke my selfie stick. Let's see. How's you laughing at me? Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for that soccer ball. I don't know how to pin products, but Won't for the first live anyway. Yeah, you won't do it for the first live, but yeah, we you can easily pin products in the shopping cart. It's pretty self-explanatory. You click the shopping bag and just add products. Doc, may I ask a question? Where can I find your highlights from a past live? On YouTube. YouTube is where I post it when people ask about lives and stuff. YouTube. If you know what date, I'll let you know what's if it's been posted yet. I mean, it's out there. It probably hasn't been thumbnailed yet. But yeah, YouTube is where you can go. Yes, please playing your light is great. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm gonna pin it in a second. This is it in shop? Yes. Yeah, everything I just talked about is in shop in my shopping cart. You need the travel one? Yeah. I'm gonna have to order myself a new one now too. Yes, the legs and the selfie stands up too much. Yeah, foot space on it. It does, and it's a little unstable for me when you put your phone on it. So for that reason, not that it's unstable, but I mean the way I run my lives, you guys see me on the screen, I'm chatting, I'm moving my finger up and down. And so for the selfie, I don't like the stability of it. So it's fine for traveling for a temporary purpose, but my everyday use, I like the flat base. Sorry. You said, "Where can you find them from your live?" Like the live I just did. Oh, for yourself. Okay, I thought she meant from my life, for your life. It's under the recordings. Under the recording, so when you go to your profile page, click TikTok Studio, you'll see that on your profile page, and then you'll see Post and Live. Click the live side, that's called the Live Center. Scroll down to where it says Tools and Resources, it's under Campaigns. And then you click the first box is live recordings. You should be able to see it there. So under your live recordings for that particular live is TikTok gives you highlights and some clips and you can make your own. Yep, so both are there. All right, friends, let's see. We're gonna chat a little bit longer. I'm gonna get off shortly. Um, I've done 2 hours, but I showed you guys the analytics. I wanted to show you a little bit more. Great beginner friendly information going live. Thank you so much, Capable. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're the best. Oh, you're so welcome, friend. Someone told me to swipe right to see um just comments. Yes, I'm gonna show you. It's actually swiping to from start on the left and going to the right. Yeah. Yes. So if I missed your comment, I apologize. Is it good to use moderators? Yes. If you, I say moderators are helpful if you have a lot of people in your room, obviously. If I got up to like the 100, I think I really do need a moderator. I can manage right under 100 or so, around 100, I can do myself, but moderators are helpful with pinning comments, managing the chat. I just had to remove somebody that was putting something inappropriate about message them in the inbox and stuff. I don't like those people who I don't like those type of messages because I want to make sure that we keep the community safe and I don't want people scamming you. So I've been getting a lot of those messages, so I have to remove them. So a moderator is helpful for doing that. I think it'll be important to talk to your moderator about your flow. So for somebody who's managed my chat, and I do look at 95% of all comments. Sometimes I miss some, but for the most part, I see most of my comments. With a moderator, I think I would have to shift to somebody else managing my comments, managing the flow. And so we would have to really talk through like what does that look like for pitting and prioritizing certain comments. So you said I don't have a mod. I don't h I don't I have a few people who have been assigned as mods, and, Pals is one of them, and she'll come over and moderate sometime. "Doc, you got me battling how." I didn't do that. I did not do that. TikTok assigned you. And ironically, what TikTok did, I thought it was pretty fascinating, the pairings. They tried to pair people who have similarities. I think literally they looked at y'all topics, like the AI is listening. I was like, "That's pretty interesting." Like, that happened to a few people where I was like, "Oh, wow, they got paired together." So, and I was thinking that too. I was like, "Oh, y'all got paired together." But I didn't do that. Now, I think it's cute. Now, I don't know if Hallie Q showing up. You might get a no-show. Hallie Q hasn't said if she's showing up. I gotta see if she's showing up. That's a good practice. I will keep an eye out for things like that when I go live again. So you got this. You got this. The power of AI. I didn't get the message about tonight, so just making sure I'm not in it. Let me see, L. I don't think I put you in it. Because I think you told me before you wasn't doing it. So I think I didn't go back and put people who said they weren't doing it. But let me check. Violations doing a live. How many before account closed? It depends on if you keep getting the violations. I think they assess like 24 points against you, and if you keep doing and making the same mistakes, they end up shutting your account down. So I would say maybe 2 or 3 strikes you're out, 3 to 4 strikes you're out. I did my first 3 battles this morning, and I couldn't disconnect it, but figured out 3rd time. Okay, that's good, Flo. That's good. Okay, I don't know what to do. We'll keep in touch. Thank you so much, friend. I will go in your battle if you need someone. There we go. You need so you got people in here. You Margaret, you talking to Bounty? Bounty needs a person to be in her room. She looking for some supporters. Let's see. Let me see, Al. I don't know if you've been paired. No, you weren't paired. You weren't paired. Let me know if you want to battle them. Like I said, I'm sure I'm gonna get some no-shows. I'm sure I'm gonna get some no-shows. You said that's fine. Okay. Um, I'm sure I'm gonna get a few no-shows. So I just have to make sure people are paired correctly. And then I think you guys can actually opt out. So I think some people have been opting out already. Somebody opt out because I see somebody is no longer paired. One person is paired, somebody isn't. So somebody opt out. I can't remember who did it though. Interesting. Okay. What time tonight? It's 12:49. Oh, here. Yeah, so it's Eastern time zone for you too, Flo. The battle night for us is at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern. And different people are gonna be battling. What about the restrictions on violations before you are out? Okay. Do you have to have a good following for what? For battling? No. Bounty, what time is the battle? 7 p.m. Eastern. See, Bounty, you got some folks riding for you, friend. Um, let me know. I'm going to help Bounty out. Okay. See, Bounty, there you go, friend. For Margo, hold on one second. I missed your comment. You said, do you have to have a good following for battling? No, no. There's people who battle with 1 or 2 people in a room. There's people who battle with no people in a room, and people see that they're battling, they come in and throw gifts. I mean, there's literally that type of support that will happen. TikTok, obviously, TikTok gets benefit from it too. So they want people to battle. And so I don't know how to do it. What am I supposed to do? How like you don't know how to do it neither. I'm just saying. How like you don't know what you're doing. um, do this. If you go live, thank you guys. What do folks with one person gain when they battle and lose? Practice. A lot of practice. Practice, familiarity with the system. Not much, not much. I mean, there's no losers. So if you gain rewards, you gain money. So that's the game. But if you got nobody in the room and nobody threw and your points are 0, you didn't get anything from it. But yeah, just practice. A whole lot of practice. What time I will get there to support. So I won all 3 today. Did you really? Okay, look at you. What does the losing team gain? The rewards, whatever they earned, is what they got. That's it. Nothing else besides a bruised ego. So that's it. How do you start a battle? Uh, you hit the 2 rings, and you can randomly request people. If you have people you're already um assigned with, and I'm sorry, already people who are matched with, you can you can you'll get the 2 boxing rings when you co-host somebody. I don't see anybody live. I was about to say anybody in the room, if you went live right now and co-hosted me with me, I would request you for a battle. So we could do a fest specific gift battle. So anybody in the room want to do it? Just let me know, message, and then I'll accept your invite. You said you'll try? Okay, go ahead, Bounty. So make sure your audience control is turned off. Mine is not turned on. So turn it off and we'll get you some power ups for your battle. So people who said they're going to come to her battle, you want to try to, you got to win for her. So when she comes in, you can go over to her room. You got to win for her and you got to be in her top 3 bubbles, meaning that you're her top 3 people, and those 3 people will get what's called power ups. Power ups are going to be the in your backpack. I'm gonna show you where it's at, but they're gonna be in your backpack, and you will get the ability for you to come to her live later, and you can send the boxing glove. It's worth 2 times the gifting, 3 times. I'm sorry, 2 times the no wait, 5 times the gifting. Um, you might get a mister where it missed off the time, um, the points at the top. What else? Lightning bolt is for like the seat 1, 2, or 3. That seat is in a hot seat, so they can send gifts and they get, I think, 2 times the points. What else? The hammers, you can throw it at the other team. They kind of daze and confuse, that type of stuff. So yeah. How do you get in her room if we are in your room? When she comes up on my screen, it will say she'll be there, and if you click her name, it'll say watch live. So you click her name, her little mini profile box pops up, and it'll say watch live in the left corner. You click that and you pop over to her room. So that's what happens. Yeah. Let me answer while we waiting on her. Can I save this live? Laugh out loud. You so funny. New here. You guys are funny. Um, I co-stream on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it. So I'm on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch my live. Okay, so let's do this. Restrictions and violations. So when it comes to, oh, she's accepting, so I'm gonna accept her. So when it comes to restrictions and violations, hello, friend. You can't hear me? Can- Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Nice. And then you got this battle tonight. Okay, okay. So the battle, does it work? Does it work in your schedule? 7. Okay. 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 So you've never battled before. Okay. So so here's what happens. I'm gonna walk you through it. So do you see the 2 boxing gloves? So the boxing gloves pop up when you co-host like this. So whenever you co-host, it's gonna always be there. Next to that is like a playbook where you could do some other things too, but the boxing gloves is what we're mainly focused on. With the boxing gloves, um, you're gonna click the boxing glove. In the top corner, you see the little lines that kind of crisscross with little circles in them of the boxing gloves. Click the boxing gloves. Oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna decline it. So in the top corner, once you click the boxing gloves, there is a specific gift. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a gift match. So do you see that? You don't see it. I'll set it if you don't see it. Boxing gloves. You don't see 2 lines that crisscross that have circles in them next to the question mark. And so when you Exactly.
Okay. And
And
it has specific gift or icy clash.
yep, specific gift. And we're gonna
And
click,
then choose a gift.
yeah, click the community hearts. We'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
And so then you go back and click, I think you have to click save and start.
Do I hit done or
Done. Oh, does it say done? Yeah, done.
yes? Okay. Okay. I see it in the corner right there.
Okay. And now hit start.
Press start.
So she just sent me the invite. So when she sends start, so this for the other people in the room. So because she sent me the
I
invite,
needed this.
I had to say, so now you know how to start it. Now, Holly Q probably don't know how to start it. So you got to start the match.
I have to invite Holly here.
I don't know. We're gonna see if Holly Q show up. I haven't heard if she's gonna come back. So I'm gonna hit
I kind of was
accept.
like, are you serious?
I thought TikTok was being funny too. I was like, oh wow, it paired people that have similar interests. See.
Maybe that's what it is. So they're like, oh, I see you like this person.
So here's the match. The match has started. Now you guys see what we see where it says the match in 30 unlock 2 times the gifter in 30 seconds. You want to prompt your community to say support. Now you guys, let's see if we can get
So you got to tap the screen. So,
points happen with
okay,
tapping the screen.
tapping.
Tapping the screen, comments if we
Oh,
still flow.
sucky, sucky, L.
So
Thank you.
and so if you thank you all for support. I see
It
you
says
2 times the
so
gifter.
comments.
Yep.
They do comments too. So
Comments.
comments help.
Comments help with getting points. Yep. Comments help. Taps
Okay.
help. As well as that's why I said people shouldn't leave for battles because you can
Yeah, even
comment.
if you don't have anything, you can still make comments, drop stickers,
Yep. And
tap the screen, even if you don't have
and
anything to
that'll help
give.
with the points. Exactly. That'll help with the points. So
Okay.
so what needs to happen for this to count as a legitimate battle for both sides? It always needs to be 100 points on the board. So in that case, I will say if we can get the room to 100 points and then on both sides. Okay, I hear my feedback.
That's me.
Okay.
That was mine.
Okay.
I was logging in on my other account on my other phone so I could tap. I just wanted to see how it works.
And so when everything's said and done, thank you so much. Only with specific gifts, the only gift that helps with the points is the community heart. So that's what
Okay.
that's the only thing about. And so thank you so much, BU, for the roses. The community heart is what's going to count for a specific gift. And so that's the 1 coin fest gift that's in there. And so that's why we set it as a 1 coin gift. And you could do specific gifts. This is great to do when you're doing battle prep, and this is technically battle prep. So,
Yeah.
at this point, if anybody would like to go over to Bounty's room, you can click um, her I'm sorry, her name, and then her profile is gonna pop up, and you click watch live. If you go over to her room and support her so she can win, winner gets power ups. And if you're gonna come to her battle tonight, this is the time to support because you would be in her top 3 seats. So L, Margot's over there. I can't see. I don't know who's your number
Yeah,
1.
Marco.
Who's your number 1? Is that you?
It might be. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'll be there myself. And be the one in charge of my account.
So her number 1, 2, and 3, they wanna be the winner seats. They wanna be in those 1, 2, and 3 seats so that they can win the power ups. Those are how people win the power ups. 1, 2, and 3 wins the power ups, and then they would ultimately get the
Thank you.
okay. And then for my room, we wanna lose. We're gonna lose this one.
Yeah, no, small match.
We're gonna lose. It was hard for me to say that, but we are gonna lose.
Okay. This is also it's not as difficult when you walk me through it. I appreciate you walking me through it because I
No,
had no idea.
it's totally fun, and again, the beauty of this, and that's why TikTok was brilliant because what they've been doing is trying to pair people with similar types of, styles and personalities and topics
Yeah.
so that you guys can kind of have this nice conversation. You kind of feed off each other. And then if you wanted to do kind of another little side challenge for the room,
Mhm.
you guys can do that too. Like some of the skincare and beauty people, I saw the bouncing pony.
Yes.
They'll do like a challenge to do their skincare routine or put some eye makeup on or something like that. So it makes it fun and interesting because people are watching that and then maybe hearing the conversation and stuff. So they're trying to really play up those type of lives too, so that it becomes this communal experience. So
Yes. Okay. So now that I'm on here, I have to be on live for a certain amount of time, right?
well, that kinda goes what we were talking about earlier with the scale live reward. So yeah, you could do it here. So, if you click your house, and you don't we're about to end the battle 2 in 10 seconds. But if you click your house, you'll see, your analytics. And so you'll see how much time you've been live. So you wanna look at your time, you wanna go 25 minutes because
Okay.
whatever you earn from the battle is gonna show up here and it's going to show what percentage you've earned. To get to the 40%, you need 5 new followers and you need to be live at least 25 minutes. Those two things will add up to the 40%. And so when people say they need to stay on longer, they're staying on longer so they can maximize whatever they earned from that battle. You want to walk away with the most, obviously the most money. So if you are not at 40%, you want to figure out like how do you get new followers. So people in my room, if you're not following Bounty, she needs 5 followers.
I need more followers.
She needs 5 followers.
I need 5 followers. I got one. Thank you. Um, Layla, thank you for coming through.
Who said I
How do
follow?
you tell who gave Coach Nan? Thank you. Margot, thank you.
So for it to count, you actually have to go over to her room and follow. Because if you follow just by clicking her name, it won't count. If you're in my room, you have to actually be in her room for it to count as a live follow. Um, Otherwise, it's almost like you were on a contact page, you just clicked and followed her. So the live follow is what you want. So just in case somebody did it from within my room, you have to kinda go over there and follow. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. I
Thank
see
y'all.
Home Holly Media, she said she followed. Did I miss the battle? You did, miss it. We did a power up battle. So who has your power up? So this is the other thing you need to know. So
Okay,
click
I checked.
your 3 bubbles. Just click any of those 3 bubbles, and a screen will pop up. In the meantime, I'll thank my side, Janae, Pamela, Layla, BU, Home Sweet Home. Thank you all for supporting this battle. I appreciate the support and everybody in the room who tapped and
How
comment.
do I check and see who gave? Who gave?
Click your bubble. Just click those 3 seats. Click click
Oh,
click the MVP. Anybody over there?
oh, so Porch Talk with Pam, Elmi, Layla, 6, Being Black in Dallas, Margot, Coach Nan, and BU. They'll adjust. I like the names. Y'all have dope names.
So the top 3 people, do you see symbols next to their name? Boxing gloves?
Yes,
What
I do. I see Elle has a boxing glove. She has 2 boosters, I think.
okay. So what does she have? A boxing glove and what else?
And I don't know what that is. It's like a little white box. Looks like with a heart or something on it.
A white box with a heart on
I
it.
can't tell.
What did you
I
get?
can't tell what it is. I don't know what it is.
Box with a heart. Okay, what was the other things? Because it's gonna time out. Do a screenshot real quick. Oh, it's the mist? Is that what it is, Flo?
It looks like a hammer. Or you said it's a mist?
Yeah, they said it might have been the cloud, the mist cloud.
Okay.
It looks like a cloud. Okay. And then what else did you get? You know
And
what
boxing gloves.
okay,
It was the boxing glove and the, I guess you said the mist.
did all 3 people get something?
Hmm.
Okay. And so you have that.
Hmm.
Now, the 3 people who got something, let me show you where you go to find out what you got. And then here's the deal. The goal is for you to be at her live at 7 o'clock. So if you don't plan
Yes,
on being at the
and
live,
it's 3 gloves and 2 hammers.
okay, 3 gloves and 2 hammers. That's good. Um, So if you don't plan on being at the match, let her know too, so she just is not looking for your ammunition. So what will happen in the next live, or for the battle tonight, is that she will get those power ups. You guys have them, so you have them inside your
Thank you.
gift box. So if you go to your gift box, so everybody in the room do this. Go to your gift box, and then at the bottom of the gift box, I can't do it because my other account is live right now. I'm about to get off on this live though. But when you go to that gift box, there's words. It says gift, it says interactive, it says exclusive. Slide over the word exclusive, slide it over those words, slide, and you'll see this little symbol. It looks like it's supposed to be a backpack. It looks like a little storefront to me. It looks like a business. But anyway, you click that symbol and it shows you the backpack panel. This is where I've been showing you guys that votes are there for Community Fest, but also your power ups for battles that you got are there as well. Okay. So that's where the
For the gifts, it's
mhm,
on the end if you go past the exclusive.
uh-huh. So you have to touch the words at the bottom. That bottom panel are words that can slide. Slide it over so you can see that little symbol. It looks like a little backpack symbol. Click it, and it takes you to the backpack panel, and it's where your votes for Community Fest are. In any battles that you've gotten power ups, you're in those top 3 seats. Any of those are there. I find my prizes a different way. You find
I
my
mean, votes are there too, right?
yeah,
That's
votes
where
are
you
there for
get your votes.
mm-hmm. Same area.
Okay.
You said I find my prizes a different way. Where do you find them at? Pamela, I don't know of another way to get to it. Huh. Let me know. I went over with my other account and somehow came back in here. Huh.
It says I just got one new follower. Come on, guys. I need five. Four more.
Yeah, if you guys have to tap to go into her live, tap her name, click watch live, and then follow, and maybe even grab your daily heart me.
Yeah. It seems like I got
Click on
some
prize box.
Barbies, but I have a flash goal too.
So you said click on prize box and then the crown, not the crown. The crown is not the symbol I'm talking about. So I should have said that. The crown is something else. The crown takes you to, like, if you're trying to do the elite, what do you call those gifts? I forgot what they call them. Enigma. There's some other things that you can do. So that's Pamela, that's a
Thank
different
you,
feature.
guys.
Does TikTok Pro work better for you all? What does that mean? Coach Nan. Coach Nan, are you battling tonight? I feel in the heart me.
Leslie, you only have to,
That's how I
it only takes it
get my
from one
prizes like
person at a
boosting
time.
lips.
So thank you.
I'm gonna
I
have to check
appreciate it.
again, man.
It has to be individual people to get for the flash goals.
Oh, you just got a flash go too?
Mm-hmm.
What's your flash go?
The fingers,
Okay, finger hearts.
the heart, the little, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys don't mind supporting our flash code too, or how many you have left? I didn't hear about that.
I think I need one. I got it. Did I get it? Did I did. Thank you guys. I
Mhm.
did. Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
Coach Nan, I'm trying to understand. You're talking about the live to become a live pro. Are you
Yay.
asking about that? You're asking about becoming a live pro? I'm confused. Um,
Penthouse.
how do you put up flash code? TikTok puts it up. It's random. I didn't get a flash code for this live.
You didn't?
Mm-mm. Mm.
That's surprising.
Yeah, yeah. Knock on wood, I don't get one. I don't. Yeah, unless I missed it. I'm
Well,
pretty
don't
sure I
fuck it
didn't.
up
I know.
then.
I don't think I hadn't gotten one for the last couple of
It's gonna
days.
be like you need
I know.
100 heartbeats.
I know.
Jesus.
So there's now TikTok Pro app. TikTok Pro app. So there's now TikTok Pro app. 40
What's
heartbeats.
that?
No. I've never heard of that, Coach Dan. There's a now a TikTok Pro app. Mm-mm. I'm gonna
Where's
throw,
that?
I don't know. What is it for, Coach Nan? Maybe they mean TikTok Studio app. You think it's TikTok Studio app? Yeah. Thank you so much for joining the fan club. I had some more fan club come on stage, Velma.
Really?
This is
Yay.
I'm on the other account. It just dropped about 1 week ago. I'll take a look at it and see. I don't know anything about it. No one's been talking about it on the agency side, so I haven't heard anything about it. Is it TikTok or is it somebody trying to do a knockoff?
What?
We've seen that before. I said, is it TikTok or is it like a knockoff app? You never know. So, um,
A knockoff app?
I
What does
know.
that mean? I don't even understand the words that are coming out your mouth. what is what does that mean?
She
Damn,
said, I now have the
explain.
option
Okay.
to use regular TikTok or TikTok Pro. She said, no, it's TikTok. I'm you're blowing my mind. I know nothing about what you're talking about. So I was saying knockoff, meaning that there've been other apps that have tried to come out. I shouldn't say try, they've been released and they tried to mimic some of the things that happen over here at TikTok.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
So
using the name is crazy.
no, they've never used TikTok's name. That's what's like, is it a knockoff on TikTok? Like they trying to use the name now? But no. Pals, you said what? Right. There will be videos, live streams, and ads up the
Thank
wazoo
y'all.
if it's
Feed
from
me.
TikTok. TikTok will shove it down our throats. I know. Yeah, that's true. That's when Pals is saying, she said TikTok will probably shove it down our throat if it was a new feature. Like we would be seeing it all the time if it's a new app. But I haven't heard anything about it. So she said my friend came in when I was live and told me about it. Same symbols. Hmm. Yeah. Thank you, friend. Hey, Bella. Interesting. No, I haven't heard of that one. I've not heard of it. I'll take a look and see if it's TikTok. Hmm. Interesting. TikTok Pro. Yeah, I haven't heard that TikTok Pro app. So thank you all for being here. So are you feeling better, Mountie? Bright Risings.
I
Hey,
am.
Bella. Bella, are you ready for battle
I
night?
am feeling better. I do feel much better. Thank you so much, guys, for coming over here and helping me out
Did,
because I had no clue. I had no idea what to do. I was
um,
like, so you're gonna have me out here blind? I don't know how to set the thing up, and I'll be going against IQ. But I think that's good too, though, because at least some of her viewers might connect and you know
exactly. Exactly.
follow me.
That's a good way of looking at it.
It's good exposure.
So let me say this.
Yeah.
If Holly Q doesn't show up, Bella might be your opponent. Because I think
Okay.
Bella's opponent is probably questionable too. Let me check. Cause I remember seeing and then Coach Nan, are you doing battle night? I feel like Bella's opponent, I wasn't 100% sure they was gonna show up. Let me see. Who are you paired with?
Hey, Soda.
You said I feel ready. Janae, you feel ready too? I forgot you're in the room, so you are ready. Janae is
So
pairing.
was this helpful for other people? They needed to do it. They needed to see it too.
I think
Because I
so. Janae, did you battle
that's
last
what's
night?
up.
You said I can. Okay, so Coach Nan said she can. Janae, you're supposed to be with Luna. That's who I was wondering if she was gonna show up. Luna, are you in the room? She was here earlier. I should have asked her. Luna,
Margot, I'll come through.
um, I didn't
I'm
ask.
already following you, but I'll come through. Drop some love.
So how about I do this? Janae and Coach Nan, how about I pair you two together? Because Luna, I'm questioning. I don't know if she's gonna show up. She's not normally in the evenings, so I needed to ask her. So I'll pair you two and I'll leave Luna to see what she's gonna
Okay.
do later. So I'll do that.
Thank you. I
So you two will be
appreciate it,
paired.
Margot. See you this evening.
And then Bella, you were paired. Let me see. You're paired with Postural Adrian. She's another question mark. So I'm gonna put Postural Adrian and Luna together. Um, Bella, let me make sure. I can keep well, let me take this back. Let me message.
I see your comment right now, pals. That's the only one Oh, how many follows did I get?
Did you get
I need
5?
one more. I need one more. I need one more follower, guys. Pals, you be on it. Thank you for asking. You said KB right back. You got another account? Okay, I need one more. The other question, like how early before the live should we go? Should we be on to get the room prepped and ready? What's your recommendation?
About 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes before.
Yeah, 15
Okay.
minutes. Okay, so here, Bella, I'm gonna pair you with Mary. Bella and Mary, I'm gonna pair you two together because Mary's opponent, I'm not sure she's showing up either. So Queen Shine, I'm not sure about. So Queen Shine, I'm not sure if she's gonna be a no-show. So Queen Shine, so let me move people around. So
Thank you,
Jana and Coach Nan will be paired. And then Mary is the astrology. Mary's astrology. She messaged me, so she's definitely doing it. So I know she's good to go. What's her handle? So you can follow her. I think it's Mary's astrology. I think it's Mary's what it is, astrology.
My line is. I'm sorry.
Let me see.
I was too busy. I wasn't paying attention, guys. Sorry. um,
I-
it's at 7. It's at 7 Eastern
Okay, I'll look it up.
or Central.
Eastern, 7 Eastern.
7 o'clock Eastern.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
and
got
then
it.
so Bella and Mary. Okay, and then Queen.
Live for one more minute and then I'll be at my.
Okay, perfect. I didn't.
Live. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for coming in.
Thanks, Doc.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate the little boost for today. Because I've been it's been so much going on. I think I went live Wednesday night. I was putting up balloons. Like I have no plans. I said I don't have nothing to talk about tonight. We ended up doing Pictionary or something because I was like I ain't got nothing to give, but I'm trying to get this little party situation and blow up these balloons for these germs.
Pamela says
and
she's going to support your battle too.
yes,
Yeah,
thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.
yeah.
Project that's how.
That's Pals. Pals said you guys stay on for 25 minutes. You've done it. So you hit your mark.
I think
She
I
hit a
made
mark.
it now.
Yeah. So, so
Yes, I'm at it. I made it.
so just so that you guys know, so like when you start your live early, 15 minutes, you do a battle for 5 minutes. You guys may do some banter back and forth. And so all that is probably how it's gonna go. If you want to bounty message Halaku just to be on the safe side. If she pops in my live later, I'll check in with her. But message her and just see if she's battling tonight. Because I didn't hear that she wasn't. And I've been kind of saying, hey, let me know if you're not gonna do it. Some people who I know don't go live frequently, Halaku goes live pretty frequently, but I don't know if she's gonna come back on at that time. That's not her regular
Yeah,
time.
she's usually off on the weekend.
That's true. She
Unless
is.
something pop off.
Yeah.
Unless something pop off and she come on, she might come on and see, you know.
So I'm going to so if you don't end up having Halaku, because I'm gonna switch Bella to Mary. If you don't end up getting Halaku, let me know. I'm gonna see who your backup could be. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll definitely have you battle though. So we'll get you somebody.
I'll be there. So 6 o'clock my time.
6 o'clock your time. You're central? Yeah.
I'm central.
Okay, so 6 o'clock your time. And I'll move some things around. Okay. All
I
right,
appreciate
friend. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming over. I appreciate you for your support today, this morning, or this
You-
morning.
You're welcome,
And I
friend.
guess it's afternoon now. It's still morning to me because I just rolled out of bed. Because I just rolled out of bed.
All right.
Y'all have a blessed day.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care. Do you know how to get people off before I do it for you?
No. How?
She's like, "Thank you."
Tell me what to do. So I
Okay,
know.
click the 2 rings,
Uh-huh.
and at the top corner, you see that little exit door with the arrow?
Uh-huh.
That's it, and it
Right
says
there.
disconnect. Yep. All right, perfect. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Luna, you just came in. Luna, before I switch people around. Luna, Are you battling tonight? Do you not know what I'm talking about, Luna? Let me know. I'm back. Welcome back, friend. Let me know if you don't know what I'm talking about, Luna, if you're in the room. Luna's like, She's like, how do I answer this? No. What? What happened? No. We have our monthly battle night. See, we gonna get used to this because I'm doing it every third Sunday, Saturday, I mean, every third Saturday. So we have our monthly battle night, and I had you in the system. But if you are not able or available to battle, she's like, that's totally fine. You don't have to, but let me know. I do have you paired. Now, if you aren't again, if you're not available, that's totally fine. I will, I've already kind of figured out I was gonna have you kinda in limbo until I find somebody else. I have you paired with Jaina, but I was gonna move Jaina to Coach Dan because Coach Dan and Jaina are in the room, and I can pair them. And if you wanna be an alternate, let me know because 'cause I'll make you an alternate because I gotta see where other people might be paired. Halaku, I gotta confirm her because that's what Bounty was supposed to be she's paired with Halaku, but we gotta confirm. So you might be an alternate. You wanna be an alternate for me? And I can message you if I got somebody else to pair you with? Oh my, I'll be an alternate just to support you. So Jaina and Coach Nan, y'all gonna be paired. Halaku, y'all all coming in. Halaku's like, let me find out what Doc doing. Halaku, are you battling tonight? Because Bounty and Bliss is who you're paired with. Hello. You're paired to battle Bounty and Bliss. And let me just say this, y'all. I did not do any of the pairings. This is literally randomized. And like I said, I think many of the pairings kind of make sense to a certain extent. I was like, TikTok trying to pair people who have similar topics. I think the algorithm really did pair y'all. You said, okay, okay. You said, Doc, I need help with my board. Give me 1 second, Pamela. Let me confirm with Halaku. Halaku, you said, okay, so it is, I know your West Coast time. It would be 4 o'clock for you. So it's a 7 Eastern, 4 PST. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. So it is 7 Eastern, 4 o'clock for you, 4 PST. So that's when you would battle. So you want to start like 15 minutes before that. And so yeah, so if you want to start 15 minutes before, if you're gonna try to so Bounty did get some power ups. She got a few power ups. So if you want to start with your community earlier and get some power ups, I don't know if you're going live earlier in the day and do like maybe a popular or a community fest or a rose battle, and you can get power ups that way. If you want to, I'm still live. If people need power ups, we could do that too. So thank you all for supporting. So Halaku, you said okay. So Halaku was doing it, and so Halaku said okay, and I'm gonna switch. Mary and Bella is gonna be together. Jaina and Coach Nan are gonna be together. Um, I need to confirm some of these other folks because I know I have a few others that are like probably gonna no show. 4 p.m. So I just show up on live at 3:40. You got it. You got it. Yep. And Bounty just went through the practice of turning on and setting the live itself or setting the match itself. And so she knows that the boxing gloves. You guys don't have to do specific gifts. She did it. We did it today. So hopefully she knows that. We did it today just for the um practice of doing it. But for you all, you could do whatever gifts you want to do. Okay. Okay, let me try rounding up some folks. All right, all right. Okie dokie. I'll do a scare. Love that. I love it. I love it. Hey, Yolanda. So yes, do it scared, friend. You got it. That's how Bounty was. Bounty was scared. She was like, I don't know what's going on. I knew you said you knew you want to learn, Patricia. Stick with us. We are a room where we got a lot of people doing it for the first time, and so definitely connect. Can you remind me when to use the power up? the power upstairs. The power ups. You all know I'm scared scary about battles. I'm doing it petrified. So you doing it power ups. Um, yes. So you know what? Here's the strategy. A lot of people will say throw the power ups. Depends on what the power ups are. So there is battle strategy or match strategies surrounding when to use them, um, what to use at that time. So typically what you wanna do, I mean, there's a couple different strategies. It really is up to you. I will say that. There's probably some better approaches to doing it, than others. So some people say gloves on the speed, so you can get, it's double the points, but you can get 5 times the points too. So some people say do it then, some people say just throw all the gloves out in the first 30 after the first 30 seconds, just throw them out and just if you especially if you have a lot, so you could throw them out that way. Some people say, do it, save a glove for the last 30 seconds. So you can have 5 times the points that way. Throw your mister in the last 30 seconds because I think they last for 30 seconds also. Um, so it just depends. The boosters you throw maybe on your speed. So that one person who's throwing, because those are the hot seats. So your number two, your number three, or number one seat could have like double the points for the gifts they're throwing. Thank you so much, Yolanda. So it just depends. I mean, it depends on what you got and what people are throwing. Um, so it just depends on your strategy. So if you don't have a lot like Bounty, she doesn't have a lot. So she might save a glove for the last 30 seconds. She might throw a glove during speed. Speed is when you get again those double to triple the points. So she may do it then. She may do it like right after speed too, because that's another time you can do it. And hopefully people can hit off the glove. So oh man, I need to come back and learn about battles. Yes. Hey, how you doing, BB? Thank you so much for being here. Going to work. Bye. Have fun. Thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you for being here. My board is a mess. I got you, Doc. I need one-on-one with you. No, I have time today, even 15 minutes. Um, with thank you for so much, Luna. Um, if you message me, maybe we can find 15 minutes shortly after this. I'm about to get off too because I've been on, oh my gosh, I think I'm hitting 3 hours. Yeah, I'm about to hit 3 hours. Um, you said I watched your live for 400 minutes. Hey, Scott, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. You said I'm back. Flo, you back? Thank you all for supporting on the other account too. I didn't get a chance to finish out this other account. Let me talk about boards real quick. So, Pamela, maybe we don't need to meet if I tell you real quick about boards. So let's do this. I'm gonna end my live on this other account. I didn't get I know the room is kind of shifted a little bit, so I didn't talk as much about um, the data, the things don't say and things you do say. So things don't say and don't do here. So I'm going to talk about that at my 4 o'clock. So I'll save some time for that. And I did kind of this hodgepodge of setting up your live and some things you need to see. You have another account. This is the only Dr. Lisa launch your income account. So that may be an imposter. That could be a fake account if that's what you're saying. I have the agency account, which is Launch Your Income, and then I have Dr. Lisa Shops. Those are 3 different accounts, 3 different names. If you have another one with this photo and it's floating around, then it's a fake one. Yeah, it's fake. I've seen a fake account for you. Yeah, I have several. Not that I'm bragging about it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. But yeah. Um, let's see. You said I messaged you last night and this morning. Okay, okay. Well, so what do you want to do? What do you want to do? People want to be you. Tap- Not tapping is napping, not napping allowed. No napping allowed. I love it, Scott. Appreciate it. Um, Pamela, let me know what you want to do. Do you want me to show you boards here? So let me do that. Let me show you boards here. And really the board is pretty much I'm gonna end this live. Um, and let's go here. Thank you all. Thank you for the follow. Those who are new, be sure to follow the live host. And if you haven't joined my fan club, Click the daily heart me up there. We're going to try to see if we can get to 17 new fan club members. It's not letting me move it or change fonts. So you could delete it. So here. So we're going to go to live. And if you go to settings, under settings is board. You see board there. Click board. And if you don't like a board, you can click the three dots. You see where it says delete, confirm, delete that board. Okay. So under boards, just click the three dots to delete it if it's acting up. Now with the board, if you use it, it'll show up on the screen. And if you want to edit that board, right now it's in that space. You can do that. You should be able to move it, touch, I'm sorry, I'm flipping my screen around. You should be able to move it around by just touching it. While you're live, you should be able to do the same thing. Okay, you just take your finger and touch it down. If you want to edit that board, you can go back to boards. I'm going to click board up here again. And then I'm going to click the three dots and I'm going to edit. And if it's something about that board, touch the top word. Now we're in edit mode. And I can change the font size. If I need to, I can hit done. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Hey, Flo. How are you, friend? You can take that board, you can make it a little smaller. You saw where I touched it and I just made it shrink it. I can shrink this one down too. And I just touch it and shrink it while you're live. While you're live, I'm not live. I'm still in the edit mode. This is before I go live. You cannot change the board at all in terms of the words or the size while you're live. The only thing you can do is move that board around. So it's thinking it's in edit mode. We're in edit mode. Only thing I can do if I click here and use this board, oh, it's under review. We'll use this board because this one. Okay, so yeah, the other board, I just clicked to the other board. The only thing you can do while you're live is move it. Move it on the screen. That's the only thing you're allowed to do. So if you were trying, I'll be practicing all day. Okay, so if you were trying to edit it while you were live, that's why it didn't work. You can't. You could just turn it on and turn it off and move it around. That's it. So if I want to move it around, I can move it around while you're live. So right now I'm not live, so I can move it around. But once I go live, all I'm going to do is able to move it around on the screen, or turn it off and on. That's it. Yeah. So you must have been trying to go live and do the edits, and you can't do that. Yeah. So you got to set up your board before you go live. The board is your messaging. So you guys, when you guys see that, you know what my live is about. I'm supposed to be talking about the things you're not supposed to say and do when you're live. That's what it's supposed to be. So how do you reply? Um, Let me see. Let me make sure. How do you reply to you directly? Maybe that is an option. I don't think you can, huh? You have to message me afterwards on the YT. Yeah, I don't think you can. Thank you, friend, for the gift. I appreciate that. On the YT. Doc, go find my video announcing my live. Okay. Okay. Let me look at it now. Let's see. Um, hey, Coach Rhonda. Coach Rhonda, you battling tonight? why, why everybody coming in? I'm asking y'all. You battling tonight, friend? Let me know if you're battling. Um, let's see. You have like almost 5,000 views on this video. Oh my gosh. Did you boost it? Is that what happened? Or did just 5,000 people, they're like, I'm coming? I love it. Okay, you boosted it. Okay, gotcha. Okay. You let the world know it's not. You let the world know. My goodness. I love that. It's like, oh, so that's good. I love that. Do it. All right. All right. Maybe you shouldn't have. No, 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 that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So June 20th today, PST. You said PST on the video, but what time? Did you say the time? Because you said June 20th, but you didn't put a time. Did you do a live event? Don't see a live event. 8 8 p.m. PST. Okay. I gotta remember that. Let me write that down. What is that, 11 my time? Yeah, I think that is 11 Eastern. Okay. I got somewhere to be at 11 Eastern tonight. I'm gonna think about that. I was like, I'm supposed to be somewhere. No, it's the opposite. It's later. If you said 8 p.m. your time, is 11 mine. It's later. No, not 5. It- Unless your live is at 5 and then and you said you meant 8 Eastern. Mm, But no, you said 8 p.m. PST. So so yeah, let me know. You said very different. You said appreciate not all the stimulation on TikTok. Got you. Oh yeah, my East Coast folks will be sleeping. Okay. Not on a Saturday night. We should be up. All right, friend. Well, let me know if there's any last minute questions. Coach Rhonda, I don't know if I saw a comment from you. Send you the invite to Flo. You're gonna try to be there. Flo Destiny gonna try to be there too. To send her the invite. Do a live event so we can send it out. No, no, not this one. Thank you for let's see that. That's so true. Yeah. Um, appreciate you all being here. Collect your points, claim your points. Thank you all for tapping and engaging. I appreciate the support. You said I will come. You gonna come to Pamela's porch talk with Pamela? So yeah, definitely come to hers as well. So Pamela, let me pin you so you can folks can get it. She is going live. There we go. Should I give my heart meeting now or later? Hey Diamond. Um, you know what? If you want to save it for later, that's fine. I haven't seen the heart. I didn't get the flash code today. I didn't get the flash code at my 4 o'clock either. So I'm gonna be due for the flash code. So we'll see. Yeah. Hopefully I can battle next time you set them up. All right. All right. Well, do you go live already? Home Sweet Home Media? Let me know if you go live. Turning content and income and ideas for digital assets. Follow for more information. Absolutely, friend. Do you if you go live? So this was a agency battle. Um, and so people can connect in the agency and they're doing battling each other. You said what was the flash code? I didn't get one today. I didn't get it. I've been sick the last few days. Oh, Diamond, sorry to hear that. Oh, it's no fun being sick, period, but definitely not in the summer. I hate being sick in the summer. Just feels wrong. It feels so wrong. Got it. I did once for the first time. Okay. Well, you got to keep going. So, in the agency, people are we're coordinating a battle night. So that's what's happening. All right. All right, my dear friends. I appreciate you all so much. I am going to get off. Thank you all for my YT friends as well as my TikTokers. I appreciate the support. I get it. I had mouth surgery Wednesday. Oh, sorry to hear that. You okay? Oh, that's hard. I mean, especially obviously eating, drinking, anything with your mouth is challenging. Sorry to hear that, friend. I'll be back live next week. Okay, good, good. Awesome. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. Thank you all for the watching, the likes, the comments, the shares, and all the gifting. Let me just tell you where we landed with the first live of our community fest. So we landed with 910 comments. We needed 952. So when I come back later, we'll get those last few comments. That's totally fine. We don't need to do it now. We ended up with 910, and then we ended up with 12 new fans for who got their daily heart me. 12 of 17. So we needed 17. We got 12. So when we come live later, we'll pick up those last few ones too. So thank you so much. Thank you for y'all trying to put some comments in there. Y'all trying to get to 100K too. Thank you so much. Yes. And when you go for her page, it looks like a rainbow. Oh, thank you, friend. The lights keeps changing the background. That's true. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you all. We appreciate you. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all too. I know this Community Fest is interesting, but I appreciate y'all hanging in there and supporting. So we did great today. We ended up being 652 in the league, in the Legends League. So that's good, the Legends division. And then we're growing. So that's good. So thank you all for supporting. I appreciate all the support. Love your lives. And I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. Awesome. This is my favorite room. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that daily heartbeat, Michelle. Appreciate you as well, friend. Thank you for popping in. You made number 13 in the fan club. Wow. And we got 933 comments, 20 more comments to go. Maybe I'll just stay for the last few comments. Appreciate that. Agree, fave too. Appreciate y'all. Catch everyone later. Let's stay all connected. Yes. Thank you so much. Great space. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all those comments. I agree. Oh, look at y'all comment. Comment. Hang out for a bit. Get them last comments. Thank you so much, everybody. Generate my highlight. I almost forgot. Oh, thank you, friend. And so we are finishing up. And so did we achieve it? We got it checked off. We did 952 comments. We got 13 of the 17 new follow fan clubs. And we are at almost at 100K likes. We did it, y'all. Woo-hoo. We did it all around. Thank you, fan club. I appreciate it. You said hot damn. All right, friends. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for all the comments, the likes, the shares, the stickers, all the watching. I appreciate all the gifting. Thank you so much. And remember, practice makes progress. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to go live. Wait, you said wait for the highlight? All right, the highlight's generating. Michelle, thank you for that, Rose. You're amazing. Oh, Flo, thank you for that, friend. You like TikTok better? So Pals is pro YouTube. If I saw your comment, I think you said the stimulation on TikTok becomes too much. And so YouTube is a easier on the eyes. Hey, Bahamian, welcome back, friend. Yolanda, community best. Love it. I'm waiting to see you again, Yolanda. Hopefully you're doing fine, friend. I remember to just talk even if my room has zero. That's it. Just keep talking. That's it. We're thank you so much, friend. Taps function less functions in YT. It is. It is. I like I say this all the time. My tea's a little basic. It's a little basic. It's not as much bells and whistles. I like all the bells and whistles. I feel like I need to come in and do stuff. I think I've gotten conditioned from TikTok like that. So YT for me feels like you are watching TV. It's like you do a few comments, you might heart it a little bit, favorite, or something like that. But not the same. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Me. I'm my favorite YouTuber. Somebody said, "Who's your favorite YouTuber?" Me. It would be me. Love that. You say yes, me too. Yeah. Sorry, it's so slow. That's okay. That's okay. Can't connect with others either. You can't write their names down. Yeah. So all of that to me just seems so basic, and that defeats the whole point of live streaming because you want that viewer engagement and interaction. And so when you don't get that, it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, I don't know. Not that it's pointless, but it seems like you will want more engagement to kind of keep the room connected. And so I think TikTok has mastered that. It's probably a little too much, but they definitely have options for all types of ways to engage. Yeah. Oh, so Paul said, I saw a message that says you can now message people on YouTube, but she doesn't know how. Oh, okay. I don't know. I have to look into that. I haven't seen anything. Feel like the live stream keeps trying to pause it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Done. You got it done. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you all. How many likes did we get? We got 103 likes. How many likes did you do? Let's see. You did 1.8K. Look at you, friend. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. So, have you shared with everyone about how to how to send your points, send you points? Yes. With the votes are in the backpack, and then the gifts that we have. Is that what you meant in terms of the gifting options? The heart, the style glasses, as well as the rally. The rally triggers a campaign feature where people have to send 60 seconds in a minute. You have to send. Thank you, Fran. Appreciate that, Michelle. Appreciate that. We reached that goal too. I appreciate the support, you all. And so, yeah, the rally does this 60-second countdown to send the heart, the community heart. It just popped up that you need points. Oh, I need more points. What was that for? To reach the next level? Okay, 62 points to reach five 654. So that's what it's saying. So it's like you can send points by votes. That's another way to do it. Says I've contributed 68 tickets. All right, nice. When do you send the points in the backpack? Um, the votes you can send at any point. Yeah. It makes sense to send it when there's double the points. Yes, points, votes, yeah, all that. So when I come back at 4, I'm gonna turn on the next double the points, the double blast, and I'll turn that on, and that'll be where I kind of talk a little bit more about the votes because I haven't gotten any votes actually. I think some people have sent some votes, but some people have been sending the community hearts mainly, and obviously the styling glasses. Those are like the main two. Yeah, you send votes. You send votes. Okay, that's good. You know what? It doesn't show up on my screen, huh? When votes are being sent. I don't think I've seen that. Maybe I need to look up here, maybe? You said me too. You sent some votes? Yeah, I don't think I've seen them. No, it doesn't? Yeah, I don't think it shows up anywhere. Yes, nothing happens when I send them. Yeah, I haven't seen them before. God, it's 10 to 2. You have only 2 hours. I've stayed 3 hours and 8 minutes. I know. I'm gonna get off. It's 2 o'clock now. I'll be back shortly. Um, I looked at we all were looking. Yeah. I haven't seen them then. I've been sending posts to you too. Really? Yeah, there's nothing that's showing that I've been receiving them. That's interesting. You said, how do I see how many points I sent? The only way it makes you're able to really see it, let me show you. If you click your daily heart me, so let me come in this guy. If you click here, I'm sorry, your heart me, you're gonna go down to Community Fest, and then you go down here to rewards, come down, and this will tell you how you've been performing. And so it'll say what you've been doing, contributing for this live. So, and it'll set your contribution. So this account, I was live that whole time. It says 4. Because I think I've been doing mainly heart me's is the main thing I've done. And I think I've sent like a community heart or something like that. I haven't done as much on this account. I've done more of the votes. So this account has like over 400 votes. So I need to send them. But I haven't done as much of other stuff. So that's where you can um see it. Um So you can see your contributions that way, and then you can see where you've earned rewards. Because the whole point of this too is that you are earning rewards. The more you contribute, the more you can earn. So that's what's happening. Thank you so much. Rebuild her. Welcome to the room. Um, I'm about to get off. So thank you all for supporting. We'll be back at 4 Eastern. Yep, I'll be back at 4 Eastern. I'll try to come on a little early because I've been running late. So I'm gonna try my best to be a little bit more time sensitive. Okay. All right, friends. Appreciate you. Where do you see your rewards? Did you missed what I just showed? So when you click your heart me, scroll down to Community Fest, and then scroll down again under here. It says your rewards. Yeah. Thank you, Brex, for posting that highlight. I see you, friend. So that's what you would do it at the bottom. Yeah. All right. So, oh, okay, thank you. Thought it was just the contributions. That's your rewards too. The rewards that you're earning. So if you scroll over, you'll see all the different things you can earn based on your contributions. Yeah. Love your life so much. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the community hearts. I will see you guys later. Thank you all. Remember, practice makes progress. We can do this, okay? Take care, everybody. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye bye. All right, my friends. Thank you so much on the black tea. You guys are amazing. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Appreciate all the support over here as well. You guys take care. Be well. Flo, I'll see you later, friend. You got this. You got it. All right. All right. Take care, friends. Bye bye.